There we go. Hello! Welcome in, everyone. How are you all doing today?
Hello.
Are we ready for crimes? There's probably going to be more crimes. They stink, and we're going to smell them with our magic werewolf nose.
Hey.
Damn, thank you for subscribing.
Fizzy was fighting a big moth. Now here's 18 small moths.
18 small moths. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Tam. I don't know if it's just because it was the first thing I did with my day today, but the text-to-speech voice I have now reminds me of the Stanley Parable narrator. Galaf, thank you for subscribing as well.
I remember nothing, but I am ready.
Don't worry, we're gonna try and recap some of it at least. So, what happened? We found... Okay, we got permission to go and check Mundy's stuff in the warehouse. Where we found that a bunch of crates and barrels had been delivered to the Archaeologist Guild. We got into the Archaeologist Guild by helping Ilsa and Two Flower find a place to hide.
Spoke to Laredo Kronk.
We spoke to Laredo Kronk, who was a tomb... what was it again? Tomb evacuator? Evacuator, yeah. Got rid of her, found a golden sword, and then immediately got killed with said golden sword. So that was fun. Yeah. That was a great time. But thankfully...
Now we're a werewolf.
Thankfully we're a werewolf, so it was fine, apparently.
He'd never woken up dead before. we saw the FMV that's at the beginning of the game for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's at the beginning.
I think to cause intrigue and mystery, and then be forgotten about until it comes up again, and then you're like, oh yeah, now I remember.
The only thing I remembered.
So now we can turn into a werewolf, and we can smell things real good. That's the main thing werewolf can do, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got into this library by asking about moss, apparently. And that's about it. I don't remember exactly what we were doing. I think we were talking to the Count, right?
Yeah, he's got the greenhouse.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes, he is on the verge of death. We met Death. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
We love Death. Okay, do we have anything else we want to look up right now, though? That might be helpful. Well, we're in the library anyway. Queen?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh my god, and we had that silly puzzle where we had to use...
Whatever the coin was,
notebook
I couldn't
on the
find
wall.
anything about it.
Oh my god. we got like 99% of the way to that solution, and then we're just like, well, guess we'll roam the city for a few more hours. But it was fine. We got there. We got Two Flower. Yeah. Was it Two Flower? Two Conkers. Two Flower was from the books. Yes.
Yeah.
Two Conkers where I needed to be. That's the important bit. We don't need to look up any of those. The navigation to the notebook is not the best. Oh, we need to go to the sewers because that's where the moss we found is growing. I don't know why we're investigating the moss. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't remember why that's
The
important.
only grew in sewers. I had to find out how to get into the sewers of Ankh-Morpork. Not many people
where
could
did we
claim
find
that.
the moss?
The moss we found next to where we died. We found it next to the outline of our corpse.
Okay, so it smells like somewhere.
Yes.
And that's why we're looking for it,
I guess.
I think.
I can't remember what it said about the lichen rope. Is that what it was called? This is a lichen joke. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Well, we need to get into the sewers. Let's just ask George. He'll know.
Who's George?
George Stobart.
Oh, George Snowball.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, have we met a George in this game?
Okay. Let's. We can look at the sword, maybe.
Izzy, did you beat Radiance?
Oh yeah, Fizzy. How did the rest of Hollow Knight go? Did you do it? Did you become the
Horsted
Radiance?
spoke.
That's not how that works. Moss is known to commit crimes. You know what? 80% of crimes committed by Moss. I've heard.
I don't think that's real.
It might have been anti-Moss propaganda, sure, but that doesn't mean it's not reliable.
None of the books on jewels or antiquities I could find said anything about a gold-plated jewel. I couldn't write off the possibility that there was something in the library that I hadn't managed to find, though. If I knew what it was called, it'd be easier.
I see. You have half of what you need to solve this puzzle, but you don't have the other bits. Arbitrarily.
Have we looked at the actual bookshelves?
No, let's give it a go.
The library was the von Uberwald's collection of obscurities. Perhaps I could turn it to my advantage.
So just
Macaroni
From the shelves.
with the
Gains
chicken
all the world's
strips.
siege armies. Fascinating stuff.
Thank
If
you,
I was
Sarah,
planning
for
to
the
start a
macaroni.
castle and I had the defense budget
Well,
of a
you gave
small
me a jump
baron.
scare. Was that information at all pertinent, or was it just a fun goof? Could not pay
I think
attention.
it was a good.
The reverb is. I love that
My
sound
hand
alert so
fell
much.
upon the dictionary of eye-watering words. It lived up to its name. I skimmed through the section of the library that looked the most used. I found a copy of The Joy of Tantric Sex. Interesting question as to which of the von Uberwald household had
Thank
thumbed
you,
the
Sean.
pages so
But
thoroughly.
the anglerfish roar, it's fine. I didn't need my ears. It's all okay. I don't want to hear the fun dialogue written by Terry Pratchett. I just want to hear scary noises all day. I get a cat crying while we die. That's the noise you make during tantric sex. Right. There's a slight imbalance between the sound drops and the game audio. I might need to adjust that. Oh wow, yeah, I definitely need to adjust that. Hang on. I forgot I fiddled with the sound settings. One sec. Okay, I'm gonna need to go to the break screen real quick. Sorry about that. Minus 8. Minus 5.3. Thank you. Now, hopefully, everything should be slightly less terrible for everyone involved. Right. What else do we have then? We could maybe look at the sword?
Yeah.
Although I feel like we've had a lot of conversations with people where they're like, there's a lot of golden swords, you know, so I don't know that we're going to get anyone. Where'd it go?
Maybe there'll be a book with pictures.
Finding a book on
Maybe this is
swords
how
wasn't
we-
as
this is
difficult
how
as
we
I
learn it.
thought. I even found a tome on gold blades. 1001 golden
You
swords. The
forgot to
complete
disable.
story of gold swords throughout history.
Hang on.
Unfortunately, it wasn't very helpful.
Come on. I am afraid, Ravane, I'm just going to refund those points. I'm not going to do these voice redeems while I have a guest that feels impolite. Thank you for your time, though. You may call me a coward all you like, but I'm not going to listen. You guys. You make Purin do them instead. Guest rules. No. That would be illegal.
No one wants to hear my ooh voice.
I want Purin to ever want to talk to me again.
There's something wrong with you.
I want Purin to ever want to talk to me again, so I think probably for the best.
I've got like cat hair in my eye, so just if my
His gum is still in
VTuber
front of the
model is
screen,
like,
just hanging out.
there, I think I got it.
Boon.
I'm good.
Okay, amazing. Right, I get the feeling the library is useless for now, which is astonishing because it's a library.
Yeah.
Let's just have a quick skim through the notebook, I guess. But I think everything else is really like just people we know.
Mundy hung upside down.
What does the library have to say about the fact that Mundy was
Give
hung
it a
upside down?
Google.
What does
Well,
this
why
library
was
know
he hung
about
upside down?
Illustrated
Maybe it's like a weird sort of sacrificial murder or whatever. I don't
suppose
know.
there
It
might be
could
a
have-
ritual. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's give it a go.
ritualistic. That's what I was thinking.
I didn't really know how to look that up in the library.
You know
Fuck
what?
you, Luton.
I'll be honest, I'm just happy that the game didn't make us wait while Luton walked to a different bookshelf and then said, nope,
Yeah.
nothing there. Why is Zoo now 15k? Because I hate doing it. That's not true, but it's not a lie. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I think all of that. Bestial attacker, maybe?
Yeah.
Especially in the werewolf house, we might have some clues about werewolves in here.
Beasts.
Beasts.
The best book I could find for tracking down the mysterious bestial attacker was Philo's Bestiary. But there was nothing in it that sounded remotely like what Gable had described to me.
Boo. Okay, I think this is a bust for now. I think we have to come back here when we know the names of the gem and the sword. But until then, yeah. Now we're back to where we started.
The counterweight killings. Did we look those up?
The counterweight killings are only. We could look it up actually for the same sort of thing. Maybe there's something similar happened before, but these are just the most recent killings. So I don't imagine someone's made a book.
I didn't really know how to look
Okay.
that up in the library.
I don't think we finished talking to the Count, so or talking to Death, I guess. Let's chat with Death, shall we?
Hooray!
Who would Sarah like to see this time?
See the Count.
Can I see the Count?
I am not in a position to know how good your vision is, but you
Can
really
we
see
turn
the
into a
Count,
werewolf
which I believe
and
is
eat
what
this
Sir
man?
actually meant in Sir's
Kill him!
untutored way.
Rip his throat out.
Get blood all over his precious hardwood
Hey.
floors.
When we turn into a
Still here,
werewolf
I see.
and then
In a sense.
resume human form, why aren't we nude? Angua always wakes up nude.
I'm just saying. Do you really want to see Luton nude?
No, I just want to know why.
You just want the consistency.
Yeah.
Just some kind of consistency, please, Pratchett. Okay. Or maybe Luton is nude and he just has very weird skin.
Oh God. Why?
Very upsetting. I'm sorry I suggested that.
Very sad.
Right. I've forgotten everything we were talking to Death about. You can ask him about the sword.
Do you know anything about golden swords?
I've seen a couple in my time.
Such as?
Oh, I don't know. If you've seen one golden sword, you've seen them all.
I mean, fair. Let's try the jewel then, I guess.
Do you know anything about jewels?
Jewels. Shiny.
Yes.
Not much use for anything except looking pretty.
Count von Uberwald?
Has it turned cold again? I can't tell.
There's life in the old Count yet.
There will be. Right up until the end.
Oh,
What about
that's
you?
deep.
I'll be there.
No, I mean, do you know anything about jewels?
I once had to acquire a diamond for a friend
Where did you find it?
in a temple. They thought it was the tear of a god.
Was it?
No. Gods never weep. Sometimes the imagination of mankind astonishes me.
You don't know anything about gold-plated jewels?
Sorry, no.
And I'm glad we at least got 28 dialogue lines for that no. Although I think it might I can't remember, wasn't the jewel referred to as the tear of a god or something at one point? I remember someone saying
Can
this
we
one
right-
had been
can we
stolen a lot.
right-click it and
Oop.
and see what he says about it.
Two Conquerors had told me he was looking for an ancient jewel, covered with gold. It was supposed to have Unquam Paratus inscribed on it.
Well, that didn't help. I
Did
think
we look that up in the library?
we did, and he said he couldn't find it specifically because he didn't know what it was called. So we have to
Okay.
learn what the name of the jewel is, and then we should be able to look it up.
Okay.
Just interrupting Death in the middle of a shift. I mean, he's waiting around for the Count anyway. The Count's not dead yet.
Yeah.
So, might as well chat with us about
Just
nothing
hanging out.
important. Yeah, just chilling. Just confused how you'd know it's a jewel if it's gold plated.
Mm-hmm.
Try to bite it, doesn't work. Ipso facto, it's a jewel.
Do you know anything about the sewers
I don't know
beneath
why I'm
Ankh
asking this,
Morpork?
but that's fine.
I cannot help you with that.
Well, fine.
What good are you then, Death? I think we've already
Did
asked
we ask
about...
about... What did he say about the counterweight killings?
I feel like you just said, like, I can't tell you about that. It's not the way of things, but maybe
Do
I'm
you
wrong.
know anything about the counterweight killings?
I already told you that I
Yeah,
cannot
sure.
discuss the details of my work with you.
Sorry, towards the end of last stream, I was just losing it.
No worries. I, frankly, am the same. Like, I know we talked to Death about a lot of things, but I could not tell you where we were at.
Yeah.
What about the Golden Sword? Talk about Jewel. Talked about the sewers for some reason. Did you know that Sapphire lied to us, Death?
You know why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me.
Do you know something about Sapphire's gambling problems?
I think the murderer I'm looking for is some kind of beast.
No doubt you will find out soon enough.
I don't think you're going to be much help
Are we
at this
gonna
point,
get
are you, Death?
murdered by it?
We already did, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know a troll by the name of Jasper Horst?
I haven't met them. Yet.
Yet. Just looking for goofs is why.
Reagan.
You can try it.
There must be something you can tell me about Reagan's murder.
What would be the point of your job if I did all
Ah,
your work?
Come
Death.
on, Death. Give us something
I'll make
here.
you a deal. You help me, and I'll help you.
Oh yes, that'd do my reputation good, wouldn't it? You sidling up to people and saying, "Hey, sister, you're deader than a bucket of fish." No, thank you.
Okay.
I, for one, want
okay.
exactly to hear that
I was only trying
once
to
I'm
be
dead.
friendly.
I don't have many friends. Don't have the knack, I suppose.
You and me both, pal.
Still, we both have jobs that allow us to get out and meet people.
I'm glad that they're bonding over their shared work experience.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe we've talked to Death about everything we can.
Can't you just tell me who killed Mundy?
I won't squeal, Copper. No one will ever say that death is a pigeon on a stool, you doity.
Doity.
Doity rat.
Doity rodent of some sort. I say, this is fun, isn't it?
Death. Best character, far and away. You know what? We
You
talked
You
about
can at least
Malachite.
tell
Right?
me why the murderer killed Reagan, Mundy, and Malachite. Surely that wouldn't be a problem.
Look, if I tell you about him, where does it stop?
Yeah.
No,
Dang it.
I will tell you nothing.
have
I
to
think
take
it's too
my
late for
giant
that.
dressing gown off. Well, it's
I
like a
don't
hoodie.
suppose you could forget I
cozy.
said that.
Sure. Thanks for eliminating half of my suspects. So, the murderer was male. Well, that put Carlotta and Sapphire in the clear.
I think you were meant to be
Ooh,
thinking that one,
okay.
Luton. Okay, interesting. Oh right, yeah, he did mention last time something about like if he could just trip Death up, he could get some info.
Mm.
I'm just gonna see what happens if we say that one again.
What about
You can at
Alkali?
least tell me why the murderer killed Reagan, Mundy, and Malachite. Surely that wouldn't be...
Yeah, it's just the
Look,
same
if
one.
No,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's ask about Alkali then.
What do you know about a dwarf named Alkali?
I haven't met them
Yet.
yet.
If we mention Carlotta, maybe the count will pipe
What
up?
do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
I haven't met them yet.
Yeah, sure enough. Okay, I think that's everything in our book.
Yep.
Okay.
In the bag. We haven't pestered him about.
I don't know if we asked about the coin.
Neither the Count
me my
nor
tool.
Death seemed likely people to discuss that particular matter with.
Fine. I found this empty envelope.
Neither the Count nor... Neither the...
Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Let's bounce
What,
then, I reckon.
what does just talking to him do?
How come
Does
you're
it just
here?
bring up the
I
old?
think it's
came
just
on
going to
my
be the same
horse.
stuff we had last time.
Yeah.
What is it? A skeletal
But let's hear
horse
about
whose
Binky again,
hooves
'cause
spark with
we
flames
love
with
Binky.
Oh
each
yeah.
step?
No. Just my horse. I call him Binky.
Binky.
And he's not a skeleton?
He happens to be very well fed and looked after, thank you very much.
I still don't understand why you're here. I mean, you're Death. Shouldn't you be everywhere?
I am everywhere.
But you're here.
Can't believe you
Yes.
can't ask Death for money.
As well. Don't try to work it out. Even I
fine.
don't fully understand it. It involves really complicated numbers.
We don't have time for
You
complicated
turn
numbers.
up like
We're
this
trying to
for
find
everyone?
guy
Generally,
who
I'm
murders
only
people.
expected to make an actual appearance on special occasions.
And this is a special occasion?
Not yet. I've arrived ahead of time. But there's going to be a lot of business in Ankh-Morpork soon, so it doesn't hurt for me to get here a little early.
You wouldn't care to tell me more about this, I suppose?
The immediate future is not a matter on which I propose to enlighten you. No.
I don't think we actually talked to Carlotta though last time.
Well, goodbye.
I think we came here to
I'm
talk
sure
to her
we'll
and
meet
then
again.
Oh,
got
you can
distracted
be
because the
certain
game was
of
letting
it.
us move around.
Oh, okay.
So let's try talking to her
Who would say
about the fact that we're a fucking werewolf now.
I love the
I'd
bit
like
at the
to see
beginning of every
Carlotta.
stream where we
Is she
just go through
home?
everything.
I
again.
Yeah,
will give her a
exactly.
That's the only way I will actually know what's going on.
Same. It's no, it's fine. It's a good recap for chat as well. It's
Yeah,
totally intentional.
it
We're not bad detectives.
The painting bore a striking resemblance to Carlotta.
Is the game gonna let us see Carlotta, or is this just wasting our
think-
time?
Can we go up the stairs?
We can, but it takes us to the library. All right, let's be patient this time.
Is she? I will...
Let's just wait for a sec. Ooh, hang on. When he goes away, maybe we can turn into a wolf.
While the butler was gone,
Hey!
I slipped into my wolf form.
Sneaky, sneaky,
A
sneaky.
purple scent stretched across the hallway, and I instantly knew it was Carlotta. But that wasn't all. The richness of her odor told me something else. Carlotta was a werewolf, just like me.
She bit,
What
she
a
bit you on the
surprise!
face.
Yeah, bud.
It seems that Carlotta is not in her room.
Take a message. Tell her to meet me at the Cafe Ankh later tonight.
As Sir wishes.
If
Ginger.
Carlotta was the werewolf who infected
Sarah.
me, I wanted to speak to her as soon as possible. Sheesh. You'd think a guy could take one kiss and wake up the same shape next day, wouldn't you?
Women. I'm telling you.
Freaking broad.
Congrats your mugs, welcome in. Can't believe you can't switch to werewolf form and rip the butler's throat out. That's... I'm just saying! Give us the option, cowards! These game developers not wanting to let us brutally murder a man for being a bit snarky.
Well done for working that out there, Crab. I would have just been so fucking just in a loop of anger.
I'll be honest, I'm quite surprised I figured it out myself. Let's sniff around here in case there's anything.
Turning into a wolf wasn't something I was entirely comfortable
You
with
just
yet.
did it, mate!
I was trying to restrict myself to just when it was really necessary.
Like in the next scene.
Like in 5 minutes from now, when I need to get
Yeah.
into a building, probably.
20 feet over there.
You wanted to see me.
I tried to reach you at the mansion, but you're never around when I need you.
You never need me when I'm around.
A funny thing happened to me the other day.
You arranged all this just to tell me an anecdote?
It's a funny little story. I think you'll like it.
I'm listening.
The other night, someone stuck a sword through my ribs.
That is pretty
It
funny.
must have been someone who knew you well.
The thing is, not long afterwards, I was in my coffin thinking about it, when I realized
Thinking.
I wasn't dead.
That was lucky.
Luck was not a factor. Why did you do it, Carlotta?
Do what?
Make me a werewolf.
If I hadn't, you'd be dead. Would you prefer that?
That's not the point, and you know it. You did something to me that was going to change who I was for the rest of my life. And you didn't even tell me.
I didn't think you'd understand. Besides, it wasn't as if I planned it.
Are you telling me you turned me into a werewolf by accident?
How long have you been a werewolf now?
Not long.
Have you felt what it's like? That force that pulls on you, that draws your attention to every jugular.
I mean, the butler
pulsing with
specifically,
life.
yeah.
Just the butlers.
Yeah.
Irrepressible pool of fresh blood. A sudden attention to the phases of the moon.
I have to fight to keep control.
We all do. Coming to a city of 1 million people, it's like a starving monkey wandering into a banana plantation. You learn to live with it.
And you decided to infect me with lycanthropy?
Infect is such a negative word. I prefer blessed.
You think this is a gift?
Of course it's a gift. It's the greatest gift I could give to someone. And I chose you.
Why?
You're a smart man, Luton. Figure it out.
Fuck you.
I love Carlotta and her normally shaped torso.
Yep, nothing out of place here. So you're a werewolf,
So-
huh?
How many people have you killed?
I'm not that kind of a werewolf.
I suspected you were a killer even when you were just a woman. Now, I'm certain of it.
Fucking
I
hell,
was
Luton.
never just a woman.
You expect me
Thank
to
you,
believe
Carlotta.
you've never killed anyone?
I have a lot of self-control.
It didn't seem that way when we kissed.
Don't mistake
It sounds
passion
not
for
having
a
a fun
lack
time
of
this time.
self-control.
Do all werewolves see the world the same?
Everyone sees the world differently, Luton. That's what
Did you not
life is
think
all
it was
about.
weird when you
I
started
meant the
bleeding
colors.
after the
Do you
snort?
see the same colors
I mean, yeah,
do?
like he was
What color is the
definitely
smell of the
bleeding.
river
Surely you would
Isle
have
Ant
like
to you?
felt
Kind
something
of
there.
cacophonous
Yeah.
bright green.
I guess we do then.
Whoever killed me had a distinctive magenta scent. You wouldn't know
The
anything
magenta
about
Santa.
that, would you?
Doesn't ring any bells.
There was something else about it. Like a kind of fluorescent sparkle.
Like a greenish yellow purple?
That's the one.
That's octarine.
Octarine? Sounds like a type of fruit.
It's the 8th color of the spectrum.
8th?
The basic color of which other colors are merely pale shadows impinging on conventional reality. The color of magic.
Conventional
Roll
reality?
credits.
Or what passes for conventional on the Discworld.
What's that supposed to mean?
If I always knew what I meant, I'd be a genius.
So what smells
Same.
of octarine?
Anything magical.
If I ever knew what
Then
I
how
meant,
come
I'd
I've
be a
never seen it
genius.
before? There must be 100 magical things in the city. Unseen University should glow like a sparkler.
Mortals
doing that
can't
sound
see it.
thing again.
Only
It's really
wizards.
not having a good time with
Although
the
we can
cafe,
smell
is
it,
it?
of course.
That doesn't explain why Unseen University doesn't reek of it.
Well, it fades quickly in sunlight, and in extreme cases, walks away.
Is it worth resetting, do you think? Or should we just push through?
If
I don't
it gets really annoying,
Yeah. I don't remember it
yeah.
fixing it much last time, so
it did work when you did you restart?
yeah, I
You restarted
restarted the game, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just because we went to a different place that was less like
Mm.
intensive
I
on the
don't think
processing.
it matters where you go
Yeah.
because sometimes it's fine and oh my god, I'm doing it now.
Sometimes
it's fine in the
it's the
okay, talking to Carlotta.
do we have anything have we talked to her about the sword? We have talked to her about the sword, yeah. Maybe she'll tell us something new. Oh, bestial attacker, actually.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen anything strange around town
Wait, do
recently?
you maybe want to ask
What
if it
kind
has
of
anything to do
strange?
with the
A
werewolves?
little birdie eater told me that Malachite was killed by something bestial.
A werewolf?
I don't think so. Whatever, it was vicious.
You don't think werewolves are vicious? You should hear my aunts talk about me behind my back.
Hey.
I think whatever this thing is, it's more powerful than just a werewolf.
Uh-oh. Okay. We might as well talk to her about everything we already have, in case she says new stuff now.
Tell me about Horst.
What's to tell? He's a treasure hunter, as ruthless as they come. He'd sell his own mother to get what he wanted. Rumor has it that he pushed his father off the mountain when he was just a pebble.
Have you had any dealings with him in the past?
Occasionally. Horst is the kind of troll you try not to work with unless you really have to.
Does she have anything to say in oh no, we didn't have the face. Okay.
No. No normal talking with her.
Yeah.
What can you
was
tell
a
me
Do
about
you
the
know
sewers?
anything about the sewers beneath Ankh-Morpork?
I'm sure you can think of something better to ask
Not
me.
really.
No, this is the most fun. Let's try the sword again.
I take it you don't know where the golden sword is now.
Of course not. Do you think I wouldn't tell you?
Frankly, my dear, I don't know what to think.
Fine.
There didn't seem much point
Why?
discussing that with Carlotta.
Why not? Talk to everyone
Because we
about
didn't
everything.
record the dialogue for that option.
Didn't seem worth it because we'd have to pay the voice actor a bunch more money and we were running low on budget as was.
So level with me. What do you really know about the counterweight killings?
Nothing, I swear.
I swear all the time, but that doesn't mean you can trust me.
Edgy. Did we have stuff about Mundy's killer?
Carlotta is a werewolf.
Reagan's
Carlotta is a
dead.
werewolf.
I'm not
It's true.
surprised.
You don't seem to care.
Everybody dies, Luton. Mundy, Reagan, even you.
What's your point?
No point. That's just life.
Where were you when Reagan was killed?
When was he killed?
Shortly after dropping you off at the Temple of Small Gods.
Oh yeah, we haven't
Well,
spoken to her about
There's
it.
Yeah, I
your
don't think we
answer
had.
then.
Because she kept being sneaky and not talking to us.
Have we asked her about the coin that he had then? Oh shit, or the charm or
We don't have the charm anymore, so we can't ask about
Don't
that.
oh, did we give it to
we-
Wall?
Yes.
Warp.
W-
What was his
Warb?
name? Warb. That's it.
I think it's Warp. Yeah, no, we gave it to him.
The person who killed Mundy hung him upside down and poked his eyes out. Can you think of any reason they might have done that?
What? No. Why should I?
Well, you knew Mundy. I didn't. I thought you might have an insight on it that I didn't.
I don't remember if we had this last time we chatted to her.
Did you
No, I
kill
don't think so.
Mundy?
What? What do you think I am,
We
Luton?
definitely
It's
talked to her
got
about
nothing to
this
do with what
before.
I think of you, Carlotta. But the
Like wolf
Watcher
Lotta.
investigating,
That's a lot of
and
wolf.
if they find out about your connection with Mundy, you're bound to be a suspect.
So why are you asking me if I did it?
Let's just call it professional curiosity.
If I had done it, would you turn me in?
That depends
On what?
on why you did it.
You don't strike me as a moralist, Luton.
I'm a simple man, Carlotta. I have simple ideas of what's right and what's wrong.
I have simple
The
ideas
trouble
on
is,
women.
Things are seldom that simple. It's always somewhere in the middle ground. I try not to jump to conclusions. In my line of work, that can get you killed.
That must be a tremendous incentive to think everything through.
I do my best. You still haven't answered my question.
I didn't kill him, Luton, if that's what you really want to know.
Do you have an alibi? I told her when the murder took place and asked her if she had an alibi. I wasn't
Speaking out loud
surprised
again,
when she
Luton.
did. Frankly, I reckon I could have said any day and any time.
Is he saying this to
He's
her?
saying this
or
out
to us?
loud, apparently.
She was
But
that kind
he's
of
meant to
woman.
be thinking
There are
it for
witnesses
sure.
who can corroborate where I was.
And where were you?
I was in the Temple of Small
Okay,
Gods.
yeah, we have had
Spend
this
a lot of
conversation
time
already.
on your knees, do you, sister?
We all need a
Luton.
little absolution.
For your sins?
Here's a
Everything I
question.
do
Can we
is
turn into
sin
a
in
werewolf
someone's
and
eyes.
tear out Luton's throat?
Hmm.
Is there a way to do that? Okay, here's the plan. We bite the butler, turn him into a werewolf. Werewolf fight, bite each other's throats out.
Agreed.
Problem
Let's do it.
solved.
Now that there are no secrets
We've definitely asked
between
about this
us,
before.
do you know what this is?
I've no idea. Some sort of coin?
Yeah.
Cool.
What about the empty envelope?
I think we have asked about that.
I
but-
got
Do you
a
have the
key from
stationery?
Reagan's body. It led me to this. It's empty.
It's empty.
Mean anything to you?
No, nothing.
Okay, I think we've chatted with her about everything that will help. Someone is being extremely cool outside. Wow. They can rev their motorbike so loudly. Did we actually learn anything from that particularly?
I don't think so.
Where can I find you?
I'll be around.
That's not very helpful.
What can I say? I go where I
She's
want to.
not very helpful, to be
with
fair.
anybody I want. I just happen to be that kind of girl.
This isn't over, Carlotta.
I hope not. We don't have to be enemies, Luton.
We'll never be friends.
Let's not fight, Luton. We can work together. Recover the sword together.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm the same girl I ever was, Luton. It's you that's changed.
You're
I
telling
would love
me.
the cafe ank.
You know,
it's
Luton,
always
you don't
empty.
have to work with me. You don't
And
have
there's a
to say
vampire playing
anything,
piano
and
sometimes.
you don't have to do
Yeah.
anything.
What's not to like?
Not a thing. Oh, maybe just howl. You know how to howl, don't you, Luton? You just pull your jaws apart and blow.
After Carlotta
It's
had
like the
left, I
thing.
sat alone in the cafe, thinking about my problems. As bad as it seemed, my life was still better than it was a few years ago.
Aw, I'm
Back
happy to hear
then,
that,
I would
Luton.
have sat alone in the cafe, drinking through my problems.
Oh yeah, Carlotta is a werewolf is now in our notebook.
But that was there when we left
was it
the...
when-
Yeah, we
yeah.
got that when we became a werewolf in the house. I don't know that we
Mhm.
got anything new from her. But that's okay. We'll find something
we
eventually, I'm
confirmed it
sure.
from her.
Yeah. Heard it from the werewolf's mouth. Do we have anything we think Samel will be an expert on?
Is he a vampire?
He is a vampire.
Maybe he'll know about Carlotta being a werewolf.
Samael, Mr. Luton.
Hey, so I'm a werewolf now, by the way. It's been a wild day for me, Samel, I tell ya.
I couldn't exactly slip the fact that Carlotta was a
I
werewolf
think we'll be
into
hearing that line a
casual
lot.
Conversation.
Wow.
I don't imagine you know anything about the sewers, Samel, but we'll give it a go.
Do you know anything about the sewers beneath Ankh-Morpork? I wouldn't know anything about that, Mr. Luton.
I suspected as much. Oh, she told us that the scent we had
Thanks again, Samel.
was
No problem.
tinged
Oh,
with
Mr. Luton.
octarine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe if we talk to Warb.
So it's like magical. Yeah.
Yeah. Ravane, I can't keep making emotes with this long name. Tempting though. Okay, let's try talking to Warb, I reckon.
Wow,
If
wow.
we've got something about although we don't have anything to ask him about with that, do we? I don't think we've got any notebook clues about octarine.
Mm.
Let's see if Luton says anything
What?
new about it when we smell it.
Oh yeah.
The magenta trail led to the site of my murder. I guess it must be the murderer's trail.
Oh, it went to the
Excuse me.
to the back of the temple, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
What happens when you just click it versus just click and it follows it, does it?
If I just click on it, generally it didn't seem to actually do that
I
much.
followed my murderer's trail back to the Temple of Small Gods.
I think generally clicking on the scents is how you get them registered in the first place, but since we already have this one.
I'd lost
And
the
right
trail.
clicking?
I couldn't tell where it went
Right
from
clicking
here.
it does look at, but that's
The trail led to
Oh,
the Temple
you get a
of
new thing this
Small
time.
Gods. Then I lost it.
it just went absolutely wild. I mean, we can see it's
I could see that
Malaclips.
someone was on the other
but-
side of the window.
Not Malaclips, Mooncalf.
Yeah.
But I don't think we got anything else we can use.
Can we look at it?
I was confident the silhouette belonged to Mooncalf.
Maybe we can talk to him about
Yeah.
Carlotta being a werewolf?
Yeah.
If she goes to the temple?
Yeah. So not like left clicking and right clicking.
Mm.
Either like it's like pick up versus examine. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so right click
Okay.
is get info on.
Interact.
Yeah, and then left click
Yeah.
is do stuff,
Okay.
usually.
What's that on top of that?
I'm sorry. no.
No, it was just like a statue, but I think there was a tree behind it, making it look really weird.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think there's
Just
it's like a little
like a
pot
pot.
or something? Yeah,
And
but I don't seem to be able to do anything with it.
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay. Let's try talking
what
to
if we
Mooncalf.
just smash the window?
We fucking know you did it, Mooncalf. Admit it. Confess. We don't have anything new we could do with Malaclips. Probably.
Oh, Carlotta is a werewolf. We could just talk to everyone about that.
if Leighton will let us.
Yeah, he says casual conversation, but there's no such thing as Malaclips.
I need your help again,
True. That's
Malaclips.
very true.
They'll all need my help sooner or later. They just don't know it yet.
Ah, Malaclips. Never change.
I love him.
You might know
Have
about the
you heard
sewers,
about
actually.
Sewers beneath Ankh-Morpork.
Of course. But you don't want to go there.
Why not, Malaclips?
Because of the albino alligators.
Mm.
You don't want to tangle with them, Luton.
I have to stay out because there's alligators in the sewers.
Well, that and the fact that they're below the water table. You can't breathe water, can you?
I've never tried.
Malaclips, we love and or hate Malaclips. He's great,
I love him.
but also, I enjoy him, but also, he's
I
no,
hate
he's
Rodan
better
and
than
love
Rodan.
Malaclips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100% better than Rodan. We can
Yeah.
say that for sure. Carlotta is a werewolf, I think is what we were gonna.
Yeah.
It turns out that Carlotta
A
is
fount of
werewolf.
knowledge.
Ooh.
Some of it
Really?
possibly true.
I'll have to work out how that changes the web of the conspiracy. Mumble, 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 mumble,
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Move that chain of command here. Mumble, mumble, mumble.
I guess he
mumble,
didn't feel
mumble,
safe
mumble.
saying anything to Malaclips because it doesn't really matter if he tells anyone, they won't believe him.
Yeah.
Mumble, 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 mumble.
Well,
I think what
This could
everything he
take a
says
couple
is
of
true.
days,
It's just not
Lieutenant.
relevant.
Bear with me.
True.
forget about it.
So it could come up in a conversation about anything else. This is the danger.
I'll have to go. The truth is out there.
Trust no one.
He's like the log lady. Is he?
No, the log lady's cool.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's not cool.
he's
I have
no
some more
log lady.
questions. Ask them, if you must.
We've asked about the window plenty of times. I'm not going to ask again.
I couldn't exactly slip the fact that Carlotta was a werewolf into casual
did,
conversation.
though.
You did. Although, as you say, there is no casual conversation with Malaclips.
Yeah.
Bestial attacker, you might know something about, or have a theory.
I've heard that a bestial creature stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
I've heard it was right outside your
Indeed.
window.
Huh, perhaps the
Oh, we've definitely
apocalypse
asked
is
this
Oh, yeah,
already.
we
upon
asked
us.
it, yeah.
The apocalypse? The end of the world.
Let's listen to it again.
The
then.
triumph of the ice giants. The tea time of the gods. The time when the creatures from the dungeon dimensions will break into the world again.
This is
Well,
Rob Brydon
allegedly.
having fun.
The legends are as unreliable on this as they are on most things, hence the name. It's not too late to
That is
repent
one thing I like
and
with this
join
game
the
is that
ranks
the
of
voice actors were
faithful.
clearly allowed to go
I'll
wild with
pass
it.
if it's all the same with you.
Do you have
What?
anything else?
Wait, we've asked them about the window before,
Yeah.
but we didn't know if we could see anything through it.
True. Let's give it another go. But
Did your church buy that
It's
window?
probably
We are not a church, we're a cult.
yeah.
Demographic. Churches.
I like that he insists that we're not a
did-
church,
no.
we're a cult.
It was
Usually the other way around.
Get it right.
Revelation drone many years ago. It depicts the moment. How come you the eternal? It figured.
Holy fuck! Look at that guy's chin.
Luton, yeah.
Luton is
Got enough chin to go around.
eternal chin. I don't think there's anything else to get from Mooncalf then.
Maybe we could check the statues
Which ones?
in the temple.
Yeah, let's give
Because
it a go.
they said something about that tier.
Well, I'll be on my way.
the gods or
I'll be
whatever,
here should you
maybe.
choose to repent.
Yeah, worth a go actually.
I don't know if we can actually examine anything in the temple, though. I just know that there are... Oh, yeah, you can.
There's an option for statues. Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's totems as well.
Totems.
We'll check the statues, then we'll check the totems.
Most of the statues were a mystery to me, but I recognized the odd face. There was Zephyrus, the god of slight breezes. And Lamentatio, the goddess of interminable opera. I thought I could see FedEx,
Forgot
messenger
about
of the
fucking
gods. in
Oh,
one corner.
yeah. Is that left or right click?
That was right
It
click.
would have been satisfying to smash up one of the statues, but it would probably have caused a lot of trouble.
Also, how would
Well,
you get
fine.
up there?
Religious emblems were scattered throughout the place. The
Like if
sacred
we used
lace
the
of
gem on them or
Hyperopia,
something?
the goddess of shoes. The
We don't
holy
have the
trolley
gem.
of Mr.
Oh, we have
Safeway.
the info.
Oh,
though.
don't we?
The
Yeah.
blessed chamber pot
could
of
try
the
that.
whinging martyrs of Constipata. Anything could become a sacred relic if you weren't careful enough. I didn't need a totem, and I wouldn't
Constipata.
steal one from here even if I did.
Fine.
Fine, be that way. Okay. I'll try the jewel, but I think the one
Can we become a werewolf in here?
I'll give that a go after the statues.
That had nothing to do
Yeah.
with the statues.
You sure?
Okay.
You sure, Luton? What if it did?
I didn't think that had anything to do with the totems.
Okay.
No imagination, this one.
Had to check just in case.
Of course.
I didn't want to transform in such an exposed area.
Ooh, maybe this is a very much a long shot. Maybe we can talk to Gaspode about the scent.
Oh yeah.
Now that Carlotta...
Have you seen this Octarine?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Good
Or
boy.
if a scent is octarine in it, what might that do for us?
It's magic.
It's magic.
Are you the only dog on the streets then?
No.
Tell me about the others.
The Dog Guild. Bunch of troublemakers trying to overthrow the master race.
Oh my god,
Overthrow
yeah.
the master race?
Yeah, your kind. Well, your kind before some werewolf bit you.
And who do you think could have bit me?
Well, there are a few werewolves
Oh
in
yeah,
Oakmorport.
he did also say like
any
it's a
busy
good idea to go
metropolis,
find the
we
person who
have our
bit you.
share
So
of the ethnic minorities.
Not all of those minorities change shoes by about 14 sizes in the full moon, though.
True enough.
I mean, we gotta know about the dog guild.
Yeah. I don't. Did this not come up last time?
I don't think we
Is
actually
it just
talked to Gaspode much. I think
Is it just the
the tutorial.
yeah, the tutorial
I
on
think
the
so, yeah.
stenches.
Yeah, I think the game might have actually forced us to move away during the tutorial, so that might have been...
Okay.
Tell
And
me
there's a
about the
thing on
Dog
floor.
Guild.
I already
Yes,
told you.
and I seem to remember
A
that did
bunch of
nothing for
troublemakers.
us.
But there's no guild house for a guild of dogs.
That's right. No motto and no coat of arms. Not even a little tartan one.
So what's the deal?
Aww,
The
you make him a little
guild
tartan coat
is
of
made
arms.
up of all the dogs who have been bad boys.
How do you join?
You have to run away from
Scorned
your owner.
dogs.
What does a dog guild do?
Same as a regular guild.
Cut themselves off from everyone else and act smug?
That's about it. It controls scavenging rights, nighttime barking duties, breeding missions, and howling rotas.
Seriously?
Well, it used to when Big Fido was in charge.
Yeah, Big Fido
Since
was like a little
he,
poodle or something.
Well, disappeared. They've basically just run around as a pack of thugs.
Disappeared?
He's dead. I know he's dead anyway. I saw it happen. But observational evidence isn't as compelling as you'd like to think. Nah,
Is that a dog you're
most
talking
of
to?
the
It's
dogs
Gaspode, the
believe
wonder
that he
dog.
lives on, leading a huge pack of mountain wolves who nightly strike terror into isolated farmsteads. I guess it makes digging in the middens and hanging around the back doors for scraps seem, well, more bearable.
We're only doing it until Big Fido gets back.
Exactly.
Oh my word. We're getting all the
Hell
lore
yeah.
here. Hell yeah. Sign me up. The most relevant one, let's chat Big Fido.
Who was Big Fido?
He used to be a rather dainty
You called
it
white
Purrin.
poodle with the overgrown remains of a poodle cut and wearing a diamante
Dog
collar.
Jesus.
What happened?
He went, to hijack a phrase, barking mad. One day he realised that everything around him, his bowl, his collar, his kennel, his blanket, had his name on it. He ate his blanket, savaged his owner, and
Oh,
ran
no.
off to found the Dog Guild.
And others followed him?
He intimidated others with his dream that all dogs were wolves at heart and needed only to band together to overthrow humanity, the master race, and reclaim their ancient heritage.
And where is he now?
Nobody knows. But mothers tell their pups to be good or Big Fido will get them.
I thought you said he was dead.
Oh, he is. I saw it happen. Kinda, sorta, fell to his death.
Oh, I was gonna
His
say
sorry
that
remains were
Big
picked
Fido's
up
probably
by
our killer.
foul old Ron and sold to
We
a
took
ferry
down Malachite.
in about 5 minutes. But that's
Oh,
just
Jesus.
what actually happened. That doesn't mean anyone knows what happened.
The myth has more power than the truth.
You're
I'm not
as
sure what
dumb
book
as
it
you
is. It
look,
might be
are
Men
you?
at Arms.
Oh, make
Where
a
they
wolf
talk
out
about
of you
it.
yet.
The end of Big Fido, or I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I read it recently. It's one of the first few of the Garb books.
I feel like I need to reread like all of Terry Pratchett again now.
Yeah.
Okay, between this stream and next stream, let's just read the entire Discworld library.
Oh, I only made it halfway through the Twin Peaks book before starting Twin Peaks. It's fine.
It's fine. I've not read any of it, so hopefully it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Did you run away from your owner?
Not exactly.
What happened?
He threw me into the river in a sack with a brick when I was a pup.
How did you survive?
Well, luckily,
That's
the
so
river was
mean.
the Ankh, so I just walked ashore in the sack.
That's quite a puppyhood
Oh,
you had.
Gaspode.
Yeah, and that's not mentioning the certain confused relationship I had with the brick for several days.
So you've never had an owner.
I'm not going to think about that
Well,
one.
I was fixed up with some owners.
Were they nice?
Oh, they were nice, all right. They were so bloody nice, it drove me nuts. Yeah, they were always patting me and giving me a bloody B-A-T-H.
Monster.
Yeah. They even gave me a little bright doggy bowl with the words Mr. Huggy on it.
And you ran away.
The moment the brush hit the bubble bath.
You said there were a few werewolves in Ankh-Morpork.
That's right.
Do you know any of them?
I thought I knew all of them.
Who are they?
Well, there's Ludmilla Cake,
Who's she?
Mrs. Cake's daughter. Even in human form, Ludmilla is built to a larger scale, and she has slightly pointed ears and teeth which are white and beautiful but catch the light in a disturbing
Sounds
way.
hot.
What's she
Oh,
like?
yeah.
Apparently, she has this disturbing habit of staring at people's throats while she talks to them,
Same.
which tends to put a damper on the conversation.
Anyone
Sounds
else?
hot.
There's Lupine, although he's technically a were-man. He's a 7 foot tall,
were-man.
muscular, hairy young man with long canines, pointy ears and yellow eyes during the full moon. The rest of the time, he is a real wolf.
That must make relations with other werewolves difficult.
Well, he appears to
He's
have a
a
satisfactory
were-man.
liaison with Ludmilla, despite being the same shape only 1 week per month.
That all of them?
After that, there's only Angua.
Hey!
Angua?
I don't want to talk about Angua.
Where
Angua,
does Angua
Angua.
come from?
I told you, I don't
I
want to
always
talk
thought
about
it was
it.
Angua. You don't pronounce it Anguish.
I suppose that's true. I don't know. Angua just sounds more natural to me, at least. This is a good voice for the dog. This is like a pitch perfect Gaspode.
Yeah, Nigel Planer doing a very good dog.
A very good dog. Who's a good dog? Is you,
Who's a good
Nigel? I guess Gaspode might know about the sewers.
Do you know anything about the sewers underneath Ankh-Morpork?
There's sewers under Ankh-Morpork. That explains a lot.
Well, this is that one.
About the attacker, maybe?
Ooh, yeah, good job.
There's some kind of bestial attacker out in the streets of Ankh-Morpork. It's hard to say anything about it, but could it be a werewolf?
You're the one who thinks it's not a
What's it
werewolf.
done?
It's killed at least 3 people and probably a few more besides.
Did it kill you?
Yes, I think it did.
Well then, whatever it is, isn't a werewolf.
What makes you say that?
If it was, it'd have known how to kill you properly, right?
Yeah, and it wouldn't have used the
So
sword.
what do you think it was?
Hey,
Beats
werewolves
the
can
hell
use
out of
swords.
me.
Why not?
It wouldn't have used the sword. It would have just bitten it. It's not in the werewolf MO.
I know this woman called Carlotta von Uberwald. It seems she's a werewolf.
She the one that infected you?
Yes, although I don't know if she meant to do it.
What? You mean she accidentally bit you?
Yeah, she was kissing me.
Bitches. Nothing but trouble.
Oh
see
my
these-
god.
I see these two have the exact same opinions on women.
You get it?
What
Like-
was the
like-
wereman?
Like female dogs together.
Oh, now I get it. Wow. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's
Do
ask.
you know anything
Why
about
not?
Reagan's murder?
Gordon Bennett, who do you think I am?
Gordon
Laddie
Bennett.
the Wonder Dog?
My dad said Gordon Bennett. Who is Gordon Bennett?
Not a damn clue. Is your dad Gaspode?
No.
Okay. To be fair, if he was, that would have been doxing you, eh? Mark, welcome in. How you doing? Broads, am I right?
Freaking bored.
These
You seem to
dames,
have
I'm
your ear to
telling
the
you.
street.
Ha, ha.
Have you heard anything about the counterweight killings?
I've heard a little.
What do you make of it?
Whoever it is, I don't think he's from outside Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
No one cares about what happens in Ankh-Morpork except for those of us who live here.
That's nonsense. We almost went to war with Klatch not that long ago.
Yeah, but now they've done that once, they're hardly likely to do it again. Nah, trust me, it's a local job.
Interesting.
A local job.
Nothing that we've written down, but interesting.
What does he mean? The counterweight killings?
Yeah,
Or the bestial attacker?
the counterweight killings. He thinks
Okay.
that it wasn't someone from outside Ankh-Morpork, which
Okay.
I believe was the Watcher's leading theory.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about the murder of Mount Malachite?
Gordon Bennett, who?
Can you think of any reason that
I don't know
Monty
why I'm
might have been
asking this
hung
dog
upside
about all
down
these
before
murders,
he
but-
was killed?
No use asking me about human murders.
Oh, I've only murdered dogs.
Oh, no.
I mean,
murder.
Dog murder, dog murder.
Carlotta is a werewolf.
Carlotta is a werewolf.
Did we ask him about that?
We
Or
did,
tell him about
yeah.
that? Okay.
I don't think anything particularly came from it.
Okay.
Should really investigate that Gordon Bennett. Maybe he'll know about the
Do
sword
you
if
know
he
anything
saw the
about
guy.
a legendary golden sword?
Ah, well, of course. I've got one over here. Where did I put it?
Ha ha.
Ah, ah.
If I mention a gold-plated jewel, will you say something sarcastic?
It's a good bet.
Oh,
That's a good
Gaspard.
one. I like that. The ad's on.
The ads I think are on.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a little wee-wee.
Whoa, that's a
Don't
crime.
tell anyone.
I'm not gonna tell anyone. Don't worry. It'll be a secret. Chat, you better not tell anyone either. I'm gonna hold you to that. Don't go spreading the word. Right. Might Gaspard know about anything else of interest? Too late. Damn it, Duck! You had one job. I've heard that Crab is a were-crab. I was a were-crab. But I got better. Purin has done a wee-wee shows up in Leighton's note. Did you know that Purin has done a wee-wee? Ah! Sorry if you can hear my chair creaking. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to ask Gaspard. The annoying thing is it feels like Mooncalf should be the next logical thing to investigate, considering the scent goes there. But I got nothing. I don't know. Hello, welcome back. I was just
Thank
saying.
you.
I was just saying. Mooncalf feels like the next logical thing to investigate, but we've definitely tried. No
Mooncalf.
dice. Yeah. We've still not spoken to Warb about Octarine yet. If you would know anything about that.
Yeah, he might
Just
know
give
about
it a
that.
go.
But I don't know how we talk to him.
No,
about
that's
it.
the problem.
Thanks for your help, Gaspard.
Maybe we need to go
I
to more
live
places and be a
serve
werewolf.
you, master.
Ooh, I have had a thought. If we head back to Luton's office, we might be able to get a few cents from the people who have visited. So, like, Alkali
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
in, Sapphire dropped by,
Ooh.
maybe. In case we need to find either of them. I'll be honest.
When I returned
Oh.
to my office for the first time since my
Navi.
murder, a man was already there. I knew he was a man
Why does
because
this keep
Corporal
happening?
Nobbs was the only person in Ankh-Morpork who has to carry
We
a
don't lock
letter
our
to
door.
confirm his species.
No, yeah, true.
He's the kind of man you get itchy from just talking to. There must be something here. Hello, Nobby. Luton, you're alive? Oh, he was just, I was just cleaning out your desk. Yes, of everything of value. Didn't they bury you? Rumors of my death have been slightly exaggerated. Meaning? Meaning I'm not dead, I just got buried. Yeah, don't tell me the details. Suit yourself. Nice crowbar you're using to jimmy open my drawers.
I have one just like it.
Yeah, I sort of borrowed it from the evidence room. That's okay. I sort of borrowed it from a cart. Oh, I searched Reagan's body. There were 2 tiny bite marks on it.
Tiny werewolf.
Really? I guess it was more suspicious than you thought. Well, I ought to go. Looks like you don't need your things collecting. How goes the case? The counterweight killings? Oh, still not much progress. They wouldn't let me investigate it if they thought there would be. How many murders do you guys think there are? 3. One of the patrician's clerks, the reader of esoteric occultism up at Unseen University, and one of the city's richest merchants. There'd be 3 more if you counted Mundy, Reagan, and Malachite.
I reckon we'll be able to go to this university now.
I hope so.
Well,
I'm hoping maybe we can go to all 3 of those
Even
places.
though I've been cleared, I have to get back to the yard.
Yeah, the Nobby hate is
Nobby
wrong.
didn't seem
Yeah.
very
Nobby
comfortable.
rules.
We love Nobby. He's the best.
I didn't know
Imes
it
is
was
a piece of
because
shit
my
in this as
return from
well.
the
and
He
it
really
is,
is.
'cause
I got
he's
him trying to steal
one of my
everything
favorite
of
characters.
value
Vimes
that
is
wasn't tied
fucking
down.
amazing.
Although
But not in
with
this game.
Nobby, even if you tied it down, he'd steal the string. The only thing I was sure of was that my next step was to look into the counterweight killings. I had a feeling I wasn't going to like what I found.
Hey!
What did we get?
Got some kind of a clue. Luton, tell us what you found.
No time.
More murders!
Murder.
Counterweight killing.
Yes!
Clark's murder, Wizard's murder, Merchant's murder.
Ooh.
Murders!
Let's
Murders!
go to war.
Murders! Ooh, excellent idea.
The counterweight killings had struck at the Unseen University, and the reader of esoteric occultism had been killed.
Brilliant. I'm still gonna try my theory, but... Ooh. We've definitely got some...
The maroon scent wasn't recent. It suggested the tangy red of iron.
Okay,
Dwarf.
so now we can collect that scent and look for it out and around town.
Definitely the same scent.
Really? Were they the same scent? The smell and itself? Wow. Astonishing.
What?
I accidentally clicked on the smell again.
Oh.
The dark cyan scent was strong and earthy, with a hint of something potent
That's
about
sapphire for sure.
it. There was a faint haze of purple in the room.
I think that's Carlotta? Is that the same fuchsia?
There was a certain similarity between the purple and fuchsia scents. They both belonged to women.
Ooh. But that's a new... Okay, let's try serial
It's a
killer.
serial killer.
The purple scent was quite distinctive. I'd know it if I smelled it again.
Fine, fine. Okay,
What's
so...
the turquoise?
I think we've still got to collect this one. Because that's definitely
Oh.
Carlotta. Oh yeah, sure enough.
There was something about the purple scent that reminded me of werewolves.
There are so many other colors. Why are they all purple?
I don't know. They have a really limited palette along these smells, to be honest. I guess maybe some of them wouldn't show up as well, but even so.
Nobby's teal scent reeked of tobacco.
Okay, we now know what Nobby smells like. That's probably a crime. Okay, let's... Okay, no new places, but I think you've got a good idea there with Warb.
Saturnalia was
Damn it!
locked up tight.
Oh. Is that me dying or is that Purin dying?
Me?
I heard you briefly. I'm still here. Okay. Purin?
Hello?
Hey.
I think my internet's being terrible.
No. I can hear you now at least, and your model's moving again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's mostly stabilized for now.
Yeah.
We'll watch it carefully.
Okay, it's green again on my Discord.
Okay. Yeah, everything seems good. Okay. We'll keep going, but if it keeps happening, we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'll restart if it does it
Yeah,
again.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this happened just before we started the stream as well, chat. So
Yeah.
if Perrin starts having too much trouble,
Saturnalia.
why can't I go into Saturnalia from over here though? It's my question. I
What
don't
do you
think
mean?
it doesn't need to extend that far out. The option to go into
Oh.
there. Please. Okay. Maybe if we
I thought we were gonna talk to Warb.
it's locked.
Oh.
So
Why?
to stop us talking to Warb, I guess.
Ugh.
Let's see if we can get any information about the killer from the crash site.
Mhm.
That's gonna be my next guest. Lemon, welcome in. How you doing? We're solving crimes.
I might go restart my router at the break.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Do you
that
want to?
seemed to solve it when I was streaming and it kept disconnecting me every 30 minutes.
There. Do you want to do that now? 'Cause we can.
What, you want to take a break now?
Can do. I'm happy to keep
Yeah.
going, but if you want to.
Yeah, I'll restart my thing.
Cool.
And I'll get a drink and stuff.
Sounds good. Okay, we're gonna take
So
a little break.
10 minutes. Or something.
Yeah, sounds good. Take a little bit of a break
Cool.
here, guys. And when we get back, we're gonna do some smelling, probably. See you soon.
Sniffing.
We're back. Prin's internet has been reset.
Hello.
Hopefully everything's fine. Okay. Let's be a wolf. See if we get anything good. Specs of magenta.
The smell of the ankh almost drowned out the remains of the magenta scent.
Look at it. It's green.
Here on the Maudlin Bridge, the reek of the ankh was at its most sickening.
Hello, backward chat. Hang in there, Tam. Thank you for welcoming us back. So,
We got so many more things in our notebook that we can harass people about.
It's
But
great.
apparently, we can't harass people over smells.
No.
It's like, did you smell this? Give this away. That would be so much more arson rounds and more
It's,
avenues
yeah,
for him to go.
possibly
For God's sake, I don't know
excessive.
everything, Logan.
I can't smell that much, Luton.
There was no mistaking it. Even against the reek of the Ankh, it was the scent of my killer.
The stinky stench of our killer.
The smell of the Ankh was too strong for me to pick
Too
out
strong.
the
Too
magenta scent
strong.
well.
One more
The
time.
smell of the Ankh was too strong for me to pick out the magenta scent well.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Cool.
It's like he's dubbing over like just doing a joke, like dubbing a TV series, but as a joke or whatever. Too strong.
Too strong. I wonder if that was 2 different takes being cut together as best they could. Okay. Is there anything we can do?
I'd
from down
already
there?
had to dive onto the Ankh once. I wasn't about
Yeah,
to do
fair
it
enough.
again. Besides,
Do we-
the
oh.
river seemed slightly more liquid here than at the wharf. Well, I use the term liquid loosely. If it wasn't for the fact that it moves faster than the surrounding land, I wouldn't know what to call it.
It's a lovely sludge.
It's a lovely sludge. Okay. I think there's nothing actually for us here. I guess it confirms that Reagan was killed by the same person that killed us, but that's about it.
Okay.
Maybe Nobby will tell us more?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
headed over to Pseudopolis Yard, but Nobby wasn't there yet.
Oh.
I
Maybe you
decided to
should have
come back
restarted it
later.
as well.
Maybe I should. To be fair, I think it's usually a bit messier on this screen anyway, because I think it's
Yeah.
got a lot to process.
Yeah.
Let's just head somewhere that's not going to be quite so broken temporarily.
It's charming.
Mankin doesn't want to talk to us. Let's just leave the poor man be. You can probably confirm Sapphire sent, I guess.
He really hates us, and with good reason.
Yeah.
We're very annoying.
He's you know what? We can't even fault him for that one.
Sludge is like slime, but wider. That's correct.
Got it in one. Ooh. Okay, hang on.
Snip, snip,
Dark
motherfuckers!
cyan was the most prevalent smell in the dressing room. There was a booming bass quality to the scent.
Let's compare
That's
those
the-
scents.
It's sapphire.
The main smell in the dressing room was the same as the scent near the door in my office. It was definitely sapphires.
Hell yeah. Now
Is
we
that
know
like a
what's that.
perfume or something?
I'd guess so.
The cyan stench was coming from a bottle of perfume.
No, that's Nobby. Okay. That's Gaspode. So this is a new scent
Oh,
for
they
us.
don't.
Well, they probably don't, but we can try and
Troll
compare them.
perfume.
Okay, we can't compare
No. But Nobby's is slightly darker.
them. It's a deeper troll perfume.
Yeah.
There was a hint of an apple-colored scent in the air.
Okay, so it's not the smell of apple then.
I quite like this collecting scents.
Yeah,
Although
I think it's cute.
The apple-colored scent wasn't entirely unpleasant.
I don't like the way it shakes like back and forth.
There's no
on
need
the
for it.
on the werewolf screen.
Just bobbing back and forth. My favorite game show. Compare those scents. Does that particularly help us? Hey, Mankin, do you want to see something wild?
Much as I'd enjoy ripping Mankin's throat out, the Octarine parrot wasn't a great place to change into a wolf.
Fine.
Coward.
Coward. Oh, we could probably check Mundy's killer, though. See if it's the same person.
Oh
again.
yeah.
Now we're thinking like a werewolf detective. Oh my word, there's so many smells here.
There was a hint of an apple-colored scent in the air.
So, was that Mundy?
Was it the troll
The apple
perfume?
scent here was
No.
the same as
No,
the
the troll
Sapphire's
perfume was
dressing
the
room.
Oh, it does,
cyan.
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess it
next to
belonged
it.
to Mankin.
Oh,
the
Mankin.
half-elf barman.
That maybe makes more sense.
Okay.
Okay. Fair. I'll give you that one.
The teal scent strongly resembled tobacco and
Navi.
That's Navi, yeah. I don't know if we need to confirm that on there, but
I guess Nobby's
Yeah.
scent had lingered on from when he was here several days ago. I had a feeling his scent was as good a lingerer as Nobby was.
okay.
But the royal blue.
There was
navy
definitely
blue.
the remains of a magenta scent in Mundy's room. There was a bold scent of navy blue in the air.
I'm gonna guess that could be Vimes?
The navy blue scent was strong and distinct.
Is this a different one?
Around where Mundy's body had lain was a dark blue scent.
So that's Mundy for sure.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah, you know, these two very different colors. You know how it is.
Is there not green or yellow?
No.
My killer
No,
had
only
been here, but were
variations
they
of magenta
responsible
and
for
blue
Mundy's murder?
Teal.
Yeah, there's literally 4 colors we have. All of them basically the same.
My killer had been here, but were they responsible for Mundy's murder?
Seems likely.
So Mundy's the yellow one.
Mundy is this blue over here. The yellow is Mankin.
Mankin, that's it, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Strong hint with a nudge in the side. There's Navi, and I'm guessing this one's Vimes.
Okay.
Um,
Is there another one there? No,
I
it's
don't
just the
think there was.
them overlaying.
Yeah, I think they're just overlapping, but it's not hugely clear. Annie, welcome in. How you doing? We're solving crimes by being a werewolf and sniffing. All these coloured scents aren't fair on Luton. He's got black and white dog vision now. He's got these colours because they're specifically smells. We can't see them.
Yeah.
Dogs see and smells, obviously. It's like you don't know dogs. Oh. Right.
Tell Mankin we know what he smells like.
Hey, Mankin.
My
Did you know?
Luton.
Oh yeah, he
You're-
thinks we're dead.
What? Is my tie not done up straight? Is there an unfortunate mark on my nose? I heard you were dead. Perhaps I am. Get me a stiff drink. How about a whiskey? Don't you want something with it? All right, put another whiskey in there. Drinking like that'll kill you. I'm dead already. You didn't come back here to drink, did you?
We came back to harass you some more, I guess.
How's business been? Poor. Sire's missed several days. I don't think she's
Oh,
coming
no.
back. You could be right. So this is the small talk to win me over before you start grilling me again, is it? You may be onto something there. I hope you know you're not making any friends here.
We're not trying.
According to Nobby, a prominent merchant had been killed as part of the counterweight killings.
Don't know anything about these.
One of the patrician's clerks had been murdered, apparently as part of the counterweight killings.
Might as well ask.
You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about the murder of one of the patrician's clerks, would you? No one outside of the palace knows anything. Except the commander of the watch. I heard that the patrician has asked Commander Vimes to come and speak to him about it sometime soon. Hadn't he already gone to see him? Hey, what do I know? I'm just a bartender with big ears. Perhaps he just wants an update on the case. Whatever. Apparently one of the wizards up at Unseen University got themselves killed. That's right. The reader of esoteric accounting or something. Esoteric occultism, yeah. How did you know that? I was speaking to Mrs. Foames earlier. Mrs. Foames? She's the head chambermaid up at the new hall. One of the halls of residence? Yeah, the big one that runs off from the huge library. What did she have to say? Just that this wizard had died in mysterious circumstances. Although she sounded like mysterious circumstances are pretty normal up there. It'd be a nice change if someone died in unmysterious circumstances for a change.
Perfectly
Can't be
standard
easy working at the
circumstances.
university. You couldn't pay me enough to make me work there. Oh no? No amount of money would make you work there? Well, obviously not a huge amount. For enough money, I'd do anything. Anything. Well, not involving fish, broccoli, or vinegar.
What? Why? Now I want to know about the fish, broccoli, and vinegar.
Just doesn't like them,
I guess.
I guess.
I hear a prominent merchant has been killed. Heard anything about it? All I heard was that someone in the Merchants Guild got killed. That's all I know.
Apparently
Okay.
that's the one that gives us a location. Okay.
The least amount of dialogue.
I guess he did specify it. Although he specified a place for the wizards one as well.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, well, I'll take it. Worst salad. I don't think there's anything else. I was gonna try and ask him about Sapphire, but that seems to be. Did you know Carlotta's a werewolf? I don't think we can ask anything about where she is because he doesn't seem to know. All right, bye, Mankin.
See you around. Yeah, whatever.
Best friend mannequin.
Best friend Mankin. Merchants Guild. Let's see what's up.
Hooray! A new area.
A new location, a new cutscene.
The Merchants Guild was the youngest of the Ankh-Morpork guilds, founded in self-defense by the city's traders and shopkeepers, when they realized their role in the grand scheme of things was to be robbed. Robbing fat merchants, it seemed, was a perfectly socially acceptable, even heroic thing to do. Consequently, they weren't the friendliest of guilds either. I wasn't holding out much hope that they'd help me.
Oh, but people always want to help you, Luton.
Evening.
Got such a magnetic
Usually
personality.
is when the sun sets.
Is everyone in this city a smart aleck?
Who's he?
He used to be a regular at the Mended Drum. He made a reputation as a know-it-all.
Used to be?
The Mended Drum is a bad place to use the phrase no.
Where did they find his body?
The Shades. And the Diesel Gate. His kidney down a well in Dolly's sister's, I think. Bits of his innards all over the place. Sounds like he had a lot of guts.
Go on.
Damn it.
So how did you end up working on the door?
Oh, there's only so many good positions to go around.
I take it this isn't one of them.
Oh, it's not that bad. I get to hear all the interesting news with this job.
And has anything interesting happened recently?
Oh, yes.
Such
No wonder no one wants
as...
to talk
We
to
got
me.
a new kettle. Much nicer than the one with the leak that we used to use.
You boiled water in a kettle with a hole?
Well, we made a lot of steam anyway. It wouldn't stay in the cups, though.
And that's the most exciting thing that's happened here.
Oh, exciting. If you want exciting, you should see the new colour scheme in the coin shaving room.
Come on. Someone was murdered. Wasn't that exciting?
Oh, sure.
Why didn't you mention that?
A guild policy. We're not to discuss the incident with outsiders.
Ilse, I don't suppose you're a member of the Merchants Guild as well, are you? She get us in?
Who?
What's all this
Ilse.
about coin
She got us into
shaving?
the
Oh.
Archaeologist
You
Guild.
haven't heard of coin shaving?
No, I didn't even know they
Maybe-
grew hair.
Well, you take a coin and you carefully shave off some of the gold, which you can then melt down and sell. Easy money.
I think I see a problem with that.
Yeah?
Well, I didn't think there was any gold in Ankh-Morpork dollars.
Well, there isn't. Not anymore. We kind of shaved them too much.
So what do you use the coin shaving room for?
We keep the kettle there. It sets off the new decor superbly.
That's why you redecorated it?
No, we used to keep the old kettle there, only all the wallpaper fell down.
Can't imagine why.
I don't understand. Why is it guild policy not to discuss the murder?
Well, as you probably know, we formed the guild to stop the dreadful habit of visiting heroes robbing all the fat merchants.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ah, yonder lies a fat merchant, they'd cry, using that special landlord a flagon of your finest ale hero talk. Let us relieve him of some of his ill-gotten gains. Pon my scalliard. Next thing you know, they'd robbed you blind. That's the thanks you get for years of service.
Years of service carefully mixing sand in the sugar and switching the number plates of the donkey carts.
Hey, that's a very stilted view. What about all the other top-quality bargains we offer?
Ah, yes. All those once-in-a-lifetime, never-to-be-repeated, absolutely didn't fall off the back of a cart offers.
Exactly. Plus, we keep the economy of the city running.
By giving small sums to the less smelly beggars?
Annually, yes.
You were telling me about guild policy.
Ah, yes. Anyway, it was decided that it would be the Merchants Guild's policy to fully further the aims of its members, advertise the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork, and beat 7 kinds of hell out of anyone with a leather loincloth.
Advertise the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork?
Are you saying you don't like Ankh-Morpork?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. I heard what you guys did to Castroaster.
Damn straight. He got tired real quick.
This doesn't explain why you can't discuss the murder with me.
Well, the Merchants Guild is supposed to be the shining beacon that shows the rest of the world how unsurpassably wonderful Ankh-Morpork is.
By robbing them blind?
Oi, watch it.
Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, the point is, it's bad publicity if we're seen to have a murder in our ranks.
Couldn't you sell it as a tourist attraction?
What?
You know, come to Ankh-Morpork, site of the infamous counterweight killings.
Show some respect. A merchant lies dead, struck down in his prime.
So do half a dozen other people.
True, but they weren't merchants.
Okay, let's add this guy to the list of people whose throats to tear out.
Yep.
So how exactly do you go about advertising?
In fact, just the entire
civic
guild here,
charms of
probably, to be honest.
Ankh-Morpork?
We pursue those misguided people who publicly fail to recognize the many attractive points of this fine city.
Pursue?
Yes, we hire large gangs of men with ears like fists and fists like walnuts to point out that Ankh-Morpork is in fact a marvellously clean and decent city in which to live. A process whose
Tiny
ongoing
walnut
nature might be
fists.
swiftly curtailed if they don't shut up right now.
I suspect they see sense.
Oh yes, even if their eyes are a bit swollen.
Coin?
Yeah.
Want a coin to
You
shake?
want a
I
coin?
had a feeling that Mundy's coin was
Fine.
important,
Damn it.
and I wasn't about to show it to just
Boo.
anyone.
Equally, to be fair, I don't know that I would trust it with this guy. Well, the only thing we'd want to talk to him about probably is the merchant's murder, and he's not going to do that. We'll give it a go. Cases, context and suspects. Murders, more context and suspects. More murders, miscellaneous.
Oh, it's terribly organized.
Oh, it's so good.
About this merchant that was killed.
Sorry, I am not allowed to discuss the incident with outsiders. A guild policy.
It wouldn't hurt to tell me the broad details, would it?
It would hurt a lot. They'd throw me off the roof.
No one's going to know.
I'd know about hitting the ground.
Is it really that important to you?
The Merchants Guild takes its policies very seriously.
So it seemed. I had to find a way to exploit that.
We should probably have listened more closely to the policies then, shouldn't we? Oops.
Do you know anything about the murder of one of the patrician's clerks?
I can't help you there.
I suspect you're going to say that to basically everything, yeah?
Probably.
Have you heard about the counterweight killings?
Who hasn't? It's the talk of the town. A gruesome serial killer in our own backyard.
Ankh-Morpork, where major political events are never talked about, but grisly murders are discussed over the dinner table.
Hey, if it isn't local news, I'm not interested.
Oh, of course. 10,000 killed in a pogrom in Omnia is irrelevant. But Ankh-Morpork man stubs toe on the Magdalen Bridge. Oh, that's news.
Someone stubbed their toe on the Magdalen Bridge?
Never mind.
I think the only bit of the...
Jasper Horst.
We'll give it
He
a go.
might sell them stuff maybe sometimes. Or
Do
buy
you
stuff
know a
from them.
troll by the
With a
name
go.
of Jasper Horst?
Well, no one I know.
Dang.
Well,
Yeah, the only bit of the policies that particularly stuck out in my mind was like to boost up the reputation of the city.
Mm.
So maybe that's how we work our way in, but I don't know what. I don't know that we have anything that would do that right now.
Mhm.
There's talk of a bestial attacker loose in Ankh-Morpork. I was wondering if it might have killed that merchant.
Wonder away. But I'm not discussing the incident with you.
Damn.
Worth a try, Luton. Threaten a bad TripAdvisor review. Now we're talking.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
I can't help you there.
I'd have been astonished if you could.
I couldn't exact...
Yeah, fine. I think we've got nothing for here, right?
Can you think of any reason that Mundy might have been hung upside
Just in
down
case.
before he was
Mundy.
killed?
This
can't
guy
help
you
you
don't
there.
know.
You know Mundy. Everyone knows Mundy. Just been in town for like 2 days before he was killed.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
Well, no one I know.
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Khali?
Well, no one I know.
Cool. Okay. This has been
Yeah, this
a
guy's
thorough waste of
useless.
time. Thanks,
Well,
buddy.
goodbye for now.
Oh, I was hoping to get
Can you
some
not look this
smells.
time?
Apparently not. He just leaves. Let's try it again.
Can you
I
go-
headed back the way I came. I couldn't
Oh.
shake the feeling I was being watched.
Uh-oh.
Oh. We have to walk all the way
Mind
up.
if I ask some more questions?
Yeah,
As
it
long as they're not
does it
about the
automatically.
incident. Be my guest.
Bye.
Well, goodbye for now.
Look at the sign. Look at the sign. Look at the sign. No, he doesn't. Okay.
Annoying.
We're being watched, though, apparently.
Yeah.
The guards might know about the clock.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
I'm back. I've got a few more questions.
Make it fast.
We've asked about Malaclips plenty of times. I know we don't need to do that one again.
Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
Misclicked. Did we
Have
already
we
ask him that?
heard that a mad assassin is coming after the patrician? Of course.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to ignore the prospect of being carved up by some psychopathic killer.
If he's a good assassin, he wouldn't need to kill any of the guards.
That's not very comforting, is it? I mean, our only hope of survival is that this guy is good enough that we don't stand a chance against him.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
You mean apart from being hacked into minced beef by a foreign killer?
I suppose he might just kill the patrician and let us live. Then we'd only have to worry about being killed by the Assassin's Guild.
What?
He's got this idea in his head that the patrician has given an advance to the Assassin's Guild so that in the event of his death, all of his bodyguards meet the same fate.
Where did you get that idea from?
This priest down at the Temple of Small Gods, he knows everything
Yeah,
that's
this
going
is
on
how we
in
got
the
to
city.
Malaclips. Anyway.
I hear one of the clerks got murdered.
Ask questions like that and we might have to arrest you.
On what grounds?
Well, on the palace grounds, obviously.
Boo. It sounds very plausible. I
Awful.
think it's eminently possible, yeah. Okay, I think they're not going to be of any help then. Yeah, it is. Crichton from Red Dwarf.
It is, yeah. He's one of the 3 voice
One of the-
actors in the
yeah.
game or something. Yeah.
Thanks for the chat.
Or 5.
Can we werewolf over here, or will Leighton think this is too close? Because he definitely should think it's too close. Considering we can probably still see the guy if we try.
The garbage was giving off a distinctive green cloud, not dissimilar to the smell of the River Ankh.
Not sure we need this, but I'm gonna take it. Get all the scents we can.
Stench time.
Fill up the smell decks.
The empty barrels were surrounded by a cloying red mist, and it had the shrill pitch of red wine, if I wasn't mistaken.
Ooh, is that the magenta one again?
One of the empty barrels had a faint
Ooh.
magenta trace to
Ooh,
it.
hello.
The scent was
Sneaky.
too weak for me to really remember it.
So, that suggests maybe that the serial killer did indeed was responsible for these as well.
Definitely the same scent as my
Yes.
killer, which meant whoever it was made it into the
Concealed
palace
in a wine
concealed
barrel.
in
Yeah.
a wine barrel. Why did that bring to mind the phrase, "You wait, time passes," and Thorin sits down and starts singing about gold?
I don't know.
I don't. What?
Oh, was that The Hobbit? Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that really helped us that much. You know, those movies no one liked. Okay. Oh, we're getting a lot of good info on the serial killer being behind these serial killings, huh? Wow. Astonishing. Is there anything we want to talk to Leonard
Were
or...
those the only smells on that screen?
I believe they were, yeah. The only ones I could see.
Yeah, we could try and talk to Leonard and Two Flower or Two Conkers.
Do they have to make both the characters start with the word two? I'm just saying. It makes it harder to remember.
It
Why not
always
three
looked much
conkers?
easier in the clickies.
I'm just saying that it does not look like he's applying enough force to climb that wall there. Especially in the rain. I'm just saying. Hey, fellas.
Can I ask
You
you
saw how
a few
little
questions?
effort it took for him to
Well,
throw
we
the
are
thing
a
up there
little
in
busy
the
at the
first
moment.
place.
Can it wait?
How long?
Just a day or so.
No, then it can't wait.
Very well. What did you want to know?
What did you want to
We
know?
can actually talk to him this time. Holy shit.
Yes.
What is that
Oh my
thing you're
god,
working
they're gonna
on?
marry each other.
It's my flapping wing
I'm here
flying
for it.
device. I had put it to one side, but I had an inspiration and decided to go back to developing it.
What was the inspiration?
It occurred to me that if I modified my turning the wheels with pedals and another wheel machine to turn the spinning blades radiating from central hub, I might be able to produce a flapping wing flying device that could be driven forward by a human operating the pedals with his feet.
Will it work?
If we can't be solving the minor problems, it might just maybe will be yes.
Ah, yes, I forgot about Two Conkers.
Yeah.
What are the problems you're experiencing?
Mainly weight. If it is going to fly, it has to be light. But Two Conkers has suggested using bombastic wood for the frame, which is extremely light for its strength. I have to raid one of my floating designs to get enough of the stuff, but it should work.
If weight is a problem, why does it seat two people?
The patrician said he would be most interested in a device if it could be used to fly two people.
You don't know why?
Well, he said he was interested in how far you could travel in it.
Come to think of it, I suppose Veterinary might be interested in getting a long way from the city in a hurry one day. Could you fly a long distance in it?
Now imagine you'd get very tired. Still, if it were moving over a flat surface, you might get some additional lifting things up force reflected off the ground, which would mean it would be easier. I call this the reflecting some of your lifting things up force off the ground effect.
Well, this is all very interesting, but it isn't helping my case much.
This joke is making it so much harder to understand anything you say.
Okay.
Did you hear
I
anything?
knew full well that asking either Leonard or Two Conkers about any of them.
I like to imagine that he's fully intentionally saying it out loud this time, like super passive aggressively. I knew that asking them about this would be a waste of my time, these two clowns.
I knew full well that as...
Okay, any of the murders. Fine.
Oh, we could ask. Oh, wait, no.
What were you
Would they
thinking?
know anything about the werewolves? Call out it as a werewolf.
Possibly.
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
I am sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening.
Well, thank you. They're not going to know about Jasper. Give it a go.
I couldn't exactly slip...
Sure enough.
Fine.
The only other thing I can think of... Oh, okay, well, that's about Ilsa and Two Conkers, but Two Conkers knows about the gem.
Do you know where
Probably tell us
Ilsa
more.
is?
To be knowing is not the me I am in.
You don't know.
No.
I think that's the first time I've heard a straight answer out of you.
Okay, where's the... Boop. The sword. The jewel.
This jewel that you're looking for, Two Conkers, are you sure it's here in Ankh-Morpork?
As shoring as I can to being. Found inscription in hole, in dig, in sorta, leading to city, here.
And what language was the inscription in?
Inscription in Sortian is being.
And how well do you speak Sortian?
Oh, at leasting as well to be speaking your language.
That's what I thought.
I don't get it. They seem like the sort of folks who would have a lot to say about Moss. Unfortunately, the Moss is...
Sewers.
The sewers!
Did
Tell us
Leonard
about the
invent
Do you
sewers.
the
know
sewers?
anything
Did
about
you make the sewers, Leonard?
beneath Ankh-Morpork?
If you made the sewers, you have to tell us or it's entrapment.
Yes, you can use it if you like.
You didn't listen to a word I just said, did you?
Be my guest.
Cool, thanks, bud.
Let's use the sewers.
I found the golden sword I was looking for. It had a slightly curved blade and seemed to have quite a heavy end.
Sounding like a falcon.
A falcon?
I believe he means a falchion.
Yes, to be a typing of blade for slashing. Like a scimitar, but with weight at end.
With a weighted end.
Thanking you.
Cool, that didn't help us at all. Thanks for the flavor, I guess. Okay, I don't think they have anything else to say. Anything about the coin?
I still haven't worked out what this is for.
Aha, that's a nice.
To be a coin from Sorta, that much is clearing. Had one at dig in Sorta, just like that.
Are you sure it's a coin?
Sureness hard to be.
You got that right.
Teaching the kids about sword types.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this has been fruitless. But worth a go.
I decided to leave them to their work. I doubted they even noticed I was gone.
Here's a question. Would they not notice if we turned into a wolf?
Leonard would probably be fairly nonplussed if I changed into a wolf, but I didn't want to chance it.
Fine.
Cute.
All right. Where to now? Oh, actually, there was one thing I thought I wanted to try going back to Luton's office and seeing if we could follow the Sapphire Trail.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we know.
And find out why she lied.
Yeah, why did she lie? Can we smell her lies? We can smell her, so yes. She's all
Said
lies.
Nobby's scent smells like shame, so maybe we can.
It smells like lies. Okay. It's looking like I can't follow any of these. Oh, there was. I also thought we could try the rooftops.
Oh, for scents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think of everywhere we can go around and smell. Because this might help us know. who done it.
There were signs of a teal scent on the roof. The scent had a distinct hint
That's
of
Nobby.
tobacco. Some parts of the roof had a navy blue scent to them.
So I think that's Vimes still.
Times, yeah.
Let's see if this will confirm it.
I guess the navy blue
Yeah,
scent
sure
had to
enough.
belong
Yeah.
to Commander
Woo!
Vimes.
Dark brown puddle.
Around the chalk outline was a brown scent, presumably malachites.
Let's take it anyway. Ick.
The
And the
magenta
killer.
traces were too weak to be accurately memorized. There was definitely a magenta hint amongst the scents on the roof.
So we've got good confirmation that the serial killer is the one doing all these killings.
What the?
I know, right? It's weird.
Explain.
I was pretty sure that Malachite's murderer was the same as mine. Of course, I survived the operation better than the big dumb troll did.
So we've confirmed that Malachite, Reagan, Luton were all killed by the serial killer. And probably the patrician's clerk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Mundy.
Yeah.
So we just need to confirm the other two, I guess. Case closed. We did
The
it.
wizard and...
The wizard and the merchant.
Yeah.
Which we can't get any progress on because the Merchant's Guild is full of twats.
It's true.
Can't talk to the gargoyle anymore, it seems.
Good.
Hard to talk. You got
Yeah.
that in your mouth. Don't really know where else to go then. Try Nobby again?
Try Saturnalia again. See if it's open.
We'll try Saturnalia after Nobby. Hey Nobby, do you want to tell us about these things and give us some locations to search?
Back behind the desk, I see. Hello, Luton.
Hello Nobby, tell us about these murders, would you?
What can you tell me about the murder at Unseen University?
Nothing.
Nothing?
The university isn't being cooperative. Old Vimes is saying that because it's murder, it's our jurisdiction. But they're arguing that they can handle their own affairs. It's all got political.
That doesn't help the inquiry much, does it?
Well, that's great. Patrician's clerk? Yeah.
You mentioned the murder of one of the patrician's clerks before.
Yeah,
What can you tell me about that?
that he's dead.
That's all your in-depth inquiries turned up?
Not as easy as that, you know, making sure someone's really dead. He might
I mean,
have just
case
been
in
playing
case in
dead.
point, Luton.
Anyway, he was killed in the palace.
You must know more than that. Or is it that you can't tell me about it?
If you want to know more, you'll have to find out yourself. Sorry.
Never would have guessed it, Nobby.
Come on, Nobby, 1 out of 3.
Nobby.
Give us some help here.
What about this merchant that you said was murdered?
I can't discuss that with you.
Well, you must be able to tell me something.
The guilds like to keep these disputes to themselves.
Yeah,
what I
we're
mean?
aware.
You'll have to talk to the Merchants Guild.
I hate the Merchant's Guild, though.
They're the fucking worst. I think that's just another way for us to get the Merchants Guild, yeah.
Okay.
Fine. Hey, Nobby, what if we told you we smelled the guy at all of these crime scenes? We know that they're connected.
I guess I'll see you around, Nobby. I'll try to avoid it, though. Let's face it, Nobby was no oil painting. Unless someone did it with their foot.
Ooh, I'm not sure if we were allowed to look around last time. But it looks like there's nothing to see anyway.
Yeah.
So never mind. Horst?
I went over to
Yeah?
Horst's quarters,
Nope.
but he
Oh yeah, we're
wasn't
gonna try
there.
Saturnalia again, weren't we?
Yeah.
Nobby has already stolen everything you could have interacted with in this room.
Saturnalia was locked up
Dang it.
tight.
Can we smell and see if anyone's locked it up or anything
Yeah.
else has happened?
Give it a go. Maybe Sapphire's been here. Sniff, sniff. Like green. Ooh.
The scent was too faint to remember. The green scent
Oh,
smelled
that was the
like
moss.
vegetation.
That was the moss. Can
It's
we
moss?
confirm it? Have we got anything else? Green? No, that's the river ink.
Yeah. I think the moss scent is just not there. Trash.
Mm.
Although they were similar, one had a much sharper quality.
Hmm. But yeah, that was just the moss, which I'm still not 100% sure why we looked for. That's the Ankh. Where else we could try looking for scents at the mausoleum?
Yeah?
Just because there's no one there, so it's the only place I can think of to smell.
See who buried the fake body
Ooh,
of Sapphire. Not Sapphire. Therma.
might be a good shout. Please insert
Please
CD1.
insert
That's not a
CD1.
good sign, I reckon. It's also occurred to me I've not saved in a while.
Safe.
Let's be safe. Okay.
Turning into a wolf wasn't something I was
Come
entirely
on,
comfortable
Luton.
with yet. I was trying to...
Fine.
Turning into...
Fine.
Okay, what are the... Where's somewhere we haven't been in a while? If you hover over all of the places.
Not been to Rodan's.
You want to
Let's give it a go.
sniff around Rodan's workshop.
Why not? Let's see. We might be able to find malachite scent, and maybe there'll be something. Blue mist.
There was a blue mist around the statue Rodan had been working on.
That's Rodan, I'm guessing then. Yeah, sure enough. There's malachite.
The place where malachite had been perched smelled of a deep, earthy brown.
Blue mist, deep round discoloration. Nothing else.
Okay.
Unless we can get a different camera angle. If we go to where malachite was. Ooh.
They looked like ordinary bandages, but at some point they'd been soaked in plaster. What they were doing in Rodan's workshop was anyone's guess.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh my god. Imagine. We might have been stuck for hours looking for that. Whatever that is.
Now we have these bandages. I'm sure they'll be useful in some way. Time to
Can we
talk to Warb.
sniff?
We don't know where Warb is.
No, I mean, can we sniff on this?
We can't. No, that's
okay,
the same. Sorry, I was telling Snow Wraith. We can't talk to Warb because Saturnalia is closed and we don't know where he is otherwise.
Yeah.
I have another thing to ask literally everyone about.
Yay!
Let's have a look at the bandages. See if we can get any more info.
Yeah.
I'd found the plaster-encrusted bandages on the floor of Rodan's workshop. Apart from the fact that they'd been soaked in plaster and left to dry, there didn't seem to be anything unusual about them.
Maybe for repairing a golem or something.
Ooh, maybe. I was thinking maybe it was used for making a cast of something, and then like around someone's arm or head or something, and then they just took that off. But to what end? Who knows?
Yeah.
Death surely knows a lot about plastered bandages. I do. I guess.
We don't know where Ilsa is, do we?
No, I don't believe so.
Have we checked the basement of the cafe again?
We've not. Let's give that a go. At least I don't think we have.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ilsa, are you in there? I guess not. I guess that makes sense. Ooh, there's no one here. That means it's wolf time.
Wolf time!
There was a lingering smell of purple in the corner.
Okay, there's our killer again? Oh, wait, this is Fuchsia.
It could be Ilsa.
That's probably Ilsa, yeah.
It was the same scent.
Is this where we got it from the first time? No, we got it was definitely from the graveyard, right?
The scent was very weak, and I didn't think I would be able to remember it very well. There were some faint traces of a light blue scent in the corner of the cellar. The predominant smell in the cellar was of red wine, considerably more pleasant than the smell of the river, at least.
Yeah, I think the fuchsia was at our grave.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that does confirm it's Ilsa, but not in any helpful way. Don't think there's any other colors here.
Just like Samael had told me, there was a box of receipts in the cellar. The palace was due to buy some more wine. As far as I could tell, they would be collecting it sometime soon.
Got this, didn't we?
Yeah.
What if the killer is just Ilsa putting on a smell accent? You know, Ravani might be onto something there. Can we be a werewolf?
You mean like a perfume?
What? What's a perfume?
Turning into a wolf wasn't something I was entirely comfortable with yet.
Yeah, fine. Here's a question. Oh wow, another person being extremely cool outside on a motorbike. Wow.
Cool.
Yes, I certainly want to know that person more. I don't imagine we can turn into a werewolf in
I
here.
was pretty
Yeah,
sure Samael wouldn't mind me slipping into wolf form, but it still didn't feel right. I just couldn't do it while somebody watched.
Well.
All right. What else?
Where else haven't we been in a while?
We haven't talked to Death in a bit. I don't know if you'd know about the plasters. I don't know, but is that... Oh, we've got the other murders now, though. Maybe we can get zero information out of him about those.
Yeah.
Love a game that gives you an ability that moans if you try to use it, right? It's great.
Who would say like...
We like to see the count. Oh, unless there's anything we want to look up at the library.
Bandages.
Bandages. I don't imagine. Well, maybe. Well, let's chat with the Death and the count first.
I am not in a position to know how...
Blah, blah, blah. Yes, you're an extremely worthwhile character to talk to.
Still here, I see.
In a sense.
Oh.
Something tells me that Death was meant to be preloaded into that scene, but they couldn't quite figure it out.
Do these bandages mean anything to you?
I cannot help you with that.
Ah, there we go. Do we reckon Leonard
Can't we
or
sniff
two?
the bandages?
No, unfortunately. Okay. Hey, Death, do you want to tell us about all these other murders? I'm sure you don't, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Where did the merchant get killed?
I'm not saying anything and you can't make me.
Perhaps if I could get some information out of the gatekeeper of the Merchants Guild.
Yes,
I
that
might
would be
stand
fun,
a
wouldn't
chance
it?
of getting something out of Death.
What about the bandages? Could we give the bandages to the guy?
to the gatekeeper. Give it a go.
Wizards can see you, right?
Indeed.
So they
If
know
not, we can
when
use
they're
it to
going
strangle
to die.
him to death,
That
maybe.
is also true.
So the reader of esoteric occultism must have known he was about to be murdered.
Knowing when you are going to die and knowing how are two different things.
Well,
Is there anything you'd like to tell me about the murder of the patrician's clerk?
Only that he was a lot less tiresome than you and didn't have such a colorful vocabulary.
rude, but fair. Did you know Carlotta's a werewolf? I think we already tried that, didn't we? I think that's where we first learned that he wouldn't talk about it in casual conversation. Bye-bye then.
Well, goodbye. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, you can be certain of it.
I'm not even gonna talk to you, Butler. I'm just gonna make my way to the library. You can't stop me.
Sniff the window. Can we be a werewolf in here?
I don't think so.
Although I appeared to be alone, I found it hard to believe I wasn't being watched. I wouldn't trust me with all those valuable books, and the butler certainly didn't.
Well, just eat the butler then. Two birds, one stone. I'm gonna try the bandages, because maybe he'll find some reason that it's happened.
I didn't really know how to
No,
look that
fair.
up in the library.
Worth a shot.
Can we go to the map again?
Let's go to the map again.
If you hover over all of the places we could go. So
You
the
go,
Ankh,
I think we could talk to Samael, and
and then
I can't think of really anything he'd know about.
where else is there?
Patrician's Palace. We can talk to the guards. We can talk to Leonard and Two Conkers.
No, they were useless.
They were they might know something about the bandages. If they were coming.
They might.
It feels unlikely, but
Yeah. Templar smaller gods.
we got Malaclips, who will definitely tell us something about the bandages.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's at all accurate. Mooncalf, we still need to figure out how to figure out. How would they know anything about the clerk, the wizard, or the merchant?
Yeah.
Do we reckon?
I'm not sure. Malaclips might.
Malaclips will.
Mooncalf, I'm not sure.
Again, Malaclips will
Mooncalf-
definitely talk about it.
Yeah. Where else is there?
Got the graveyard behind, which is just Gaspode, who I think
Yeah.
isn't gonna know much. Merchant's Guild is
No.
fuck that guy.
Not yet.
Luton's office is, I think, empty at this point.
What's the round thing? Is that Rodan's workshop?
Sorry, something just beeped dramatically. I want to make sure I'm not about to die or something.
Oh god.
I think it's fine. Yep, no idea what that was. Not my fire alarm, I don't think. Oh well, let's find out. Sure, there's something in the complete encyclopedia of reasons why bandages would be covered in plaster on a workshop floor. Oh, we should have thought to check that book. A classic. Rodans we just went to empty and useless.
Luton's off. Octor and
yeah.
Parrot. Is that
That's Mankin.
Sapphire's club? Yeah. Okay.
I think Mankin doesn't know anything, and I think we've got all the smells we can get from there.
Yeah.
Horst, I think, is still gone. I think we can't go there. Rooftops. Doesn't look like we can actually do anything there anymore.
We got the smells.
Got the smells. We got out. Saturnalia is locked.
What's the little house in the middle?
Pseudopolis.
All right.
And Nobby didn't seem to know anything else. I feel like Merchant is our next roadblock.
Yeah.
Let's go ask him about the guild policy again. See if we can see anything.
Yeah. Maybe ask Gasboat.
Mind if I ask some more questions?
About
As long
the
as they're
bandages.
about the incident, be my
You
guest.
may be able to smell something that we can't, I suppose. One thing has occurred to me. Last time we went to the same place twice in a row, he said he felt like he was being watched. Maybe we need to do that again.
Oh, maybe we need to ask him to like go check something for us so we can sniff
So how did you end up working on the door?
So we like
There's only
moved away from the door
Yeah.
or something.
I get to
Give it a
And
go.
has anything...
we got it.
Don't tell me about the kettle anymore. I just want to hear about your guild policies.
We're not to discuss.
Guild policy.
I don't understand. Why is it guild policy not to discuss the murder?
Well, as you probably know, we formed the guild to stop the dreadful habit of visiting heroes robbing all the fat merchants.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ah, yonder lies a fat merchant, they'd cry.
Do we
using that
need to just
special
get really fat
landlord of Flagon your
and wait for
finest ale
someone
hero
to
talk.
mug
To
us
murder
for
us,
some
yeah, I
reason?
guess.
Relieve him of some of his ill-gotten
I like Terry
gains.
Pratchett a lot.
Upon my
He does
scale.
not. He is not nice to fat
Next
people,
thing
and
you
that
know,
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You're blind. That's the thanks you
There's
get
no
for
need
years
for
of
that.
service.
Years
There
of
is no
service
need.
carefully mixing sand in the sugar and switching the number plates of the donkey carts.
Hey, that's a very stilted view. What about all the other top-quality bargains we offer?
Okay, none of this bit is relevant.
Plus, we keep
By giving...
annual.
You were telling me...
Ah, yeah. Anyway, it was decided that it would be the Merchants Guild's policy to fully further the aims of its members, advertise
have
the
to-
civic charms of Ankh-Morpork, and beat
So we
7
have to get a
times
leather
the hell out of
loincloth.
anyone with a leather loincloth.
Advertise the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork.
That's the one they're
Are
focusing
you
on.
saying you don't
So I
like Ankh-Morpork?
When he
Oh,
said, like,
no.
use the guild policies
Absolutely
against
not.
him.
I heard what
something
you
around
guys
that.
did to Castroaster.
Damn straight. He
But I
got
don't really
tired
know
real
what that would
quick.
be.
This doesn't explain why you can't discuss the murder with me.
Well, the Merchants Guild is supposed to be the shining beacon that shows the rest of the world how unsurpassably wonderful Ankh-Morpork is.
By robbing them blind?
Oi, watch it.
Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, the point is, it's bad publicity if we're seen to have a murder in our ranks.
Couldn't you sell it as a tourist attraction?
What?
You know, come to Ankh-Morpork.
There have also been long
site of
conversational
the
tangents about
infamous
nothing, and there will be many more.
killings.
Show some respect. A merchant lies dead, struck down in his prime.
So do half a dozen other people.
True, but they weren't merchants.
We can't look at the sign either.
No, apparently not. Anytime we do anything here, he just either walks straight to the door or walks away.
So
Might there be
how
a clue here?
exactly do you go about advertising the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork?
We pursue those misguided people who publicly fail to recognise the many attractive points of this fine city.
Pursue?
We need to
Yes,
badmouth
we
the
hire large
city
gangs of
to
men
someone?
with ears like fists and fists like walnuts to point out that Ankh-Morpork is in fact a marvellously clean and decent city
doesn't
in which to
necessarily feel
live.
like it's getting
a
us anywhere.
process whose ongoing nature
Nah.
might be swiftly curtailed if they don't shut up right now.
I suspect they see sense.
Oh yes, even if their eyes
How the
are a
fuck do we
bit
get
swollen.
back into Saturnalia or
Well, good.
get to the university?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know who else. Well, Mankin did mention the person that works at Untune University, but that apparently didn't give us what we needed.
Yeah.
I am gonna just quickly try coming back to the same place twice and see if he says another thing.
Someone was definitely following me.
Okay. Let's just try and do this a few times.
They were keeping their distance, but I managed to briefly catch sight of the dwarf who was following me.
Hi, Alkali. Anything else? Have you come here
I
yet
doubled
again?
back on myself, trying to get a good look at the dwarf who was following me. It was Al-Kali. I slipped away into the streets before he realized I'd spotted him.
This is a puzzle, technically. I guess.
Is it?
No, it's bad.
Al-Kali was still following me.
Okay, I think, I don't know if this is actually useful, or if it's just...
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's just to let us know that Al-Kali is following us.
Mhm.
Which might be useful at some point.
Maybe we could go to Horst and be like, hey,
Ooh, yeah,
right.
maybe.
There was still no sign of Horst in his quarters. He could be anywhere.
Yes, but where is he? Just tell me, Luton. He's more like foreshadowing than a puzzle, yeah. I think that's fair.
Try Luton's office again, yeah?
When in doubt, try Luton's office. There's usually someone waiting for you there. Not this
Fair.
time. I'm quite surprised we don't have Al-Kali's scent here at all.
I thought that was like the little red one. The red scent.
This one.
Marine
Oh, yeah.
traces.
I think you might be right, actually, yeah.
Try the... Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just comparing it on itself.
That's where we got it.
Well,
Yeah.
of course it was the same scent. The maroon, it suggests...
Screw you, Luton.
Tangy red of iron.
Yeah. Like, the only other place I'd think that I can think of that Al-Kali's been is Horst's.
Horst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't get there. Well done, detectives. Case closed. I don't know.
I'm stumped.
Should we get a hint?
Yes.
Let's get a hint.
Do it.
Okay.
Just a tiny little
Just
hint.
just a sneaky little hint. A cheeky little hint. Like all detectives use. That's not the right page. This is not a hint. Don't need Act 2 now. We're in Act 3, baby. Okay. General hints for Act 3 and 4. The game crashes my computer when I try to quit. Okay. Never mind. Tracking down the killer. Ooh, turn me to wealth. We got that. How do I follow the killer's scent? How do I find my way in the sewers? You need to pay attention to Gaspod's werewolf lessons. Yeah, no, I got it.
Did we ask Gaspard about the bandages?
We didn't. We can give that a go. It's looking like we need to track down the moss.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we've got that one. Go to the mansion to see the count. He's very ill. If shown the moss, he'll give you access to his library. Once there, use inventory and notebook items on the card catalogue to look up the moss. This will lead you to the sewers.
Oh.
Oh, so we've just got to go look up the sewers in the... Okay.
In the library?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd love to Google sewers to find out where the sewers are.
It does, it is a bit mean for them for us to look up a clue and them give us another clue, and then we have to look up the clue that they just gave us in the same place, rather than just make that one easy thing. But
yeah,
I guess I'll take it. Okay, let's try Gaspard just in case. But if not, I guess that's how we go to the sewers.
Oh boy.
Good boy. Who's a good Luton even. Leighton's a different guy. True gentleman doesn't tear out other people's throats. I wanted to give him the bandages. Yeah. I already forgot what
mean
we're
anything
here
to
for.
you? Gordon Bennett.
Gordon
Bennett.
Thanks for your help, Gaspode.
I live to serve you, master. Just a few pounds of raw steak is all I ask.
I think that's fair. If we ever unlock a butcher, I'll be sure to tell you.
Who would say?
I want to go to the library.
I'd like...
Very well. I will show, sir, the way, since it seems the labyrinthine corridors of this
You're the one who
vast
interrupted
edifice
us
are
and
beyond sir's
made us
immediate
talk to you.
navigational skill.
I'd rather never talk to you again, bud. Alright. The sewers. Sewers. Miscellaneous? Yes.
This is very silly.
It is pretty silly. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Just about. But again, it should really have just been one combined
and found
thing.
Some ancient plans of the city of Ankh. There was an intricate sewer system beneath the city. It must be thousands of years old. It would be in quite a state if it was still around, and as far as I could tell, it would be under the waterline if there wasn't a drought on. Given
Hey,
the rains
it's convenient.
that we'd had recently, I could only find one section of sewer that might be above water. There was a shallow sewer running from the maudlin
Hooray!
bridge
We know where that
around
is.
the side of the royal winter palace of the kings of Ankh, now the home of the patrician. I guess the designers weren't allowed to put sewers under the palace grounds, which might have been why the royal summer palace of the kings of Ankh was a long way from Ankh-Morpork. That and the stench of the river Ankh, anyway.
Oh, yeah, we've got to walk back over to the index cards, naturally. My favorite
Excellent.
jingle.
Where's that gonna take us? Maudlin Bridge?
To the sewers, baby!
Alright. I thought we'd have to, like, grapple
So
hook
did-
our way
I
down.
thought we'd have to do some bullshit!
The ancient
I mean, we
snake
did, to
plans
be fair.
from the library led me straight to the sewer's entrance, not far from the Maudlin Bridge. A relatively small tunnel was concealed beneath a pile of debris that must have accumulated over the centuries. It looked as if most of the tunnels here were actually still above the water line, or the sludge line, to be more honest about it.
Nice ooze.
I've never been this far in this game, definitely.
I wasn't even sure it really was water.
I do not in the least remember the sewers. We definitely finished the game when I was a kid, but I do not remember the
Yeah.
sewers happening
I
at
feel
all.
like I must have, like, brute forced, like, or walked through
There were
my
far
way
too
Yeah.
many
through it
niches
at
for
one
me to
point,
search
but I
by
don't
hand.
remember it.
It would take forever.
I don't
There
remember
were
this
far
at
too
all.
many niches for me to search by hand. It would take
Crowbar!
forever.
Grover.
Empty.
Crowbar anyway. Okay, let's head through here. Oh no, please tell me this isn't going to be a maze.
Oh, we can be a werewolf.
We can be a
Sniff
werewolf.
our way through.
Good, thanks. If Luton would ever let me do it. Ooh, magenta trail with flashing dots.
The smell of the Ankh was unbearably strong in the sewer, and it was all I could do to remain conscious. All but one other scent was drowned out by the garish strength of the stench.
How did they get up there? I presume that's where they came in. I'm a
The
genius.
trail that I had seen in the cemetery seemed to continue down in the sewers, starting at one of the pipes and disappearing into the passageways. It was almost
Excellent.
drowned out
Hell
by
yeah.
the smell of the Ankh, though.
Can we just...
What's the other green thing on the left? There's two different. I know that
Oh,
there's
sorry.
like a sewer pile.
The trail
I think
that,
that
I
was
had
just
seen
the
in
Ankh again,
cemetery
but
seemed to
I can
continue
get back.
down in
I'll
the
check.
sewers, starting at one of the pipes and disappearing into the
Yeah,
passageways.
you just said that,
It was
bud.
almost drowned out by the smell of the Ankh, though.
Are you gonna say that every time we move to a screen? Oh, that's where we just came from. Well, we can check the
think it
green
might-
smell now.
It might if we're not a wolf. Yeah,
The
a
smell
dense
of
light
the
green
Ankh
frog.
was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unbearable. All
Frog. Frog.
Dense light green frog. I want to meet him. He's a chubby fella.
The trail, it
Yes,
was
yes, yes. Oh,
Okay.
Lair.
Nice.
I think I remember this screen. I think I remember something excellent being here at some point.
Debris.
Debris.
There was all... It looked like some kind of nest.
Oh.
I was strongly reminded of what I'd found in the Milka's cargo hold. Only this nest seemed bigger somehow.
What
There's a
happened?
nest. I double-clicked on it, thought nothing was happening, and then left.
Oh, right.
Right-clicked on it.
There was
but the
all
interrupted
manner
itself.
of debris piled up inside the niche. It looked like some kind of nest. I was strongly reminded of what I'd found in the Milka's cargo hold. Only this nest seemed bigger somehow.
Right. Now let's fiddle with the debris.
Amongst the garbage was some kind of pendant.
Ooh. It's a beetle.
As I stood in the alcove examining the pendant, I felt as if I wasn't alone. It was the same presence I'd felt in the Milka's hold. I could feel the cold touch of death upon me. It was a strangely light touch.
There it is. Oh my god! Death of rats!
Size obviously isn't important, I agree. You are Death, right? Rats have their own death? No offense, I mean, you're very, very intimidating. For a skeletal rat, at least.
I was very worried that when we didn't find him on the Milka, like he was an Easter egg or something, and we'd missed it.
Oh,
But
right.
no, he's here. The boy. Death of rats. Death of rats.
Do you come here often? I'm sorry, it's not easy to think of things to say to something like you.
I love the echoing on the
Well, it's
squeaking
not
as
often
well.
I find myself in the sewers talking to a... What are you exactly? Exactly.
Why can Luton understand him? We can't.
It's a travesty is what it is. And then again, would you necessarily want to hear what this game's take on how the Death of
No.
Rats would talk would sound? Yeah.
No. Hello, Luton.
So what's your connection to the big guy? You're sort of like relatives then. You probably get together for birthdays and Hogwatch night. I'd like to see that.
Same.
If you don't mind me asking, were you on the Milka before? I thought so. What were you doing on the Milka? Uh-huh. No, please. Go on. Did you see anything? Well, I don't know. Anything unusual? Anything else? Yeah, I saw that.
This guy has all the answers.
And that's here. This is its lair. It can't be very big. That's not very comforting. But I guess that's not your job. But comfort, I mean. I wasn't suggesting you weren't good at your job.
Oh my god.
I've never looked at it that way before. I couldn't believe it. I was talking to a phantasmal rodent. I hoped he couldn't read my thoughts. He seems easily offended. So, what's it like being the death of rats?
Oh, good. Another
You don't
character
get
who
to
won't stop
talk
talking.
much, do you?
Right, what do we think the Death of Rats would know about?
Plaster!
Plaster bandages!
Do these bandages mean anything to you?
I'll take that as a no.
I had a feeling that...
I wasn't just about to show it to anyone. You know, the perfectly mundane Death of Rats. Oh, how I wish you could ask them about moss. Do you know anything about
Can
a
you
jewel?
help me find a jewel? Sorry, I forgot. You're a busy entity. I'm trying to find a golden sword. Can you help? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the last time I saw it, when it was sticking out of my ribs.
Do you know anything about the counterweight killing? Did any rats die near the merchant?
Have you heard about the recent murder of a rich merchant? Do you know anything about the murder of the reader of esoteric occultism?
This doesn't... I get the feeling this isn't going to get us very far.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the murder of one of the patrician's clerks? Well, can you at least give me a hint? I see.
We did just get this as well, though.
I found this in the nest. Do you know anything about it? It was on the milker, so this thing brought it here for some reason. I could really use some help, you know.
Both deaths being
Oh,
extremely
forget I
obtuse here.
asked. I'd found the pendant in the sewers. How it got there was anyone's guess.
I mean, a human merchant, not my domain. Ask your own guy. What can you tell me about Ilsa and Two Conquerors?
Bestial attacker?
Do you think there's a connection between the creature who made these nests and the beast that killed Malachite and the beast that killed me? Can't you give me a little help? No, I understand. Professional ethics and
God damn it. It's a Discworld. Does that mean Mort is around? I don't remember Mort being in this one, unfortunately. But he probably exists. I don't think any of this is gonna get...
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Kali?
That's about what I expected. I don't think he has anything useful for us.
Well, it was nice meeting you. I have
But
to get
I'm
going.
delighted by that conversation that it existed.
It's not like that. I have a lot of
Just
work
a
to
little
do.
guy.
He's just a little fella.
You too, huh?
Well, we know that this is where they're from.
It was definitely the scent from the cemetery. I still didn't know what the coruscating
Yes, you
static
do.
meant, though.
Carlotta told you.
Still here? That's what I thought.
Apparently we can talk to the Grimskeeper while transformed.
Oh my god.
I have to get going. You too.
Can we follow this? Nope.
Can we go through the
I
hole
think the
now?
debris had outlived its usefulness the moment I pulled the pendant
Maybe
out.
as a human.
Perhaps I should just get away from the sewers and take a shower.
Thank you, Fizzy, for the quack. We can't get through the pipe now, looks like. And we couldn't follow the trail, unfortunately. Right. So if the thing was on the milker, maybe Two Conkers would know something about it? Feels...
Yeah.
Maybe questionable, but
Well-
maybe our best shot.
Well, he's an archaeologist as well, isn't he?
True. Ooh, is there anything in this niche?
Empty. There were far too many... It would...
Fine, fine. Be that way.
Why do they exist then?
That's what I'm saying. Got a pipe. Can we get up there?
The pipe seemed like any other in the sewer, but for some reason my killer's trail seemed to pass through it. Looking up the length of the pipe, I could see a grill in the roof of the sewers, and I could make out the temple of small gods at the top.
Okay. Well, back to the start. Yeah, let's try Two Conkers.
Cool.
But I reckon we probably want to end fairly soon, yeah, for Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah, what time are we starting?
I don't know. If we go till 9 though, maybe? Will we
Yeah,
have
sure. If we do, we want to start it at 9:30 or?
Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe start at 9:30.
Okay.
End this at
Cool.
9. Perfect. Until then, let's talk to Two Conkers and hope that this doesn't lead us onto a path that takes us half an hour.
It's weird that it shows us this
Every time, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we get it. We can just infer that he does this every time.
Yep.
Maybe they're just really proud of that animation. Hey, fellas. Are you going to be of any help?
Just a few more questions, if you wouldn't mind.
If they don't know anything, maybe the library will?
Yeah.
Do either of you recognize this? Is of much familiarness.
There we go.
From where? Near sort being somewhere near. Ha! Yesness. Seal on temple in Alkali.
It's the seal on the doors of a temple?
May I see?
Sure. Why not?
Ah, yes. I recognize that. That's from the temple with the intricate door locking mechanism, isn't it? Quite a marvel of technology for the era it was built, those doors. I was very impressed with them. Now, what was the name of the god it was dedicated to? I can't quite remember.
I know.
Oh.
I am sure you do, but
If only it was
give me
Errata.
a moment and it'll come to me.
I think he meant it's from the temple of Anu Anu.
Ah, yes. I remember. The temple of Anu Anu at Al-Khali. A lovely building.
And this is a replica of the seal.
Of much sureness. Replica of most exactitude.
That might be helpful to know. Thanks.
Cool, okay.
Wow.
So that probably helps us either look it up in the library or maybe talk to Mooncalf and or Malaclips.
Yeah.
Ask the librarian, get a bunch of ook, maybe banana. Unfortunately, it's not the university library, it's just the von Uberwalds.
I decided to leave them to their work.
There is,
I doubted they
to
even
my
noticed I was
memory,
gone.
no orangutan librarian, unfortunately.
No.
Which is dreadful and saddening. 0 out of 10 game. No ook. Okay. Let's talk to these guys.
It really does. It's a horrible accent. The whole character is just.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's a time. It's a whole thing. We're trying to ignore it.
Yeah.
Yo, Malaclips. You wanna tell us about this forever?
Do you recognize this pendant?
It is an ambiguous Puzuma talisman.
What does it do?
It keeps away ambiguous Puzumas.
Does
Of
it work?
course.
I don't see any Puzumas around here, do you?
Huh, I walked right into that, didn't I?
Lisa, I'd like to buy your rock.
I need your...
They'll...
Okay, tell us about Anu Anu.
Have you heard of the temple of Anu Anu at Al-Kali?
So, interested in comparative religion, are we?
Like the idea that this is Luton's thoughts, and he's just
perhaps
started
you're an
thinking in Malaclips' voice.
archaeologist.
Given their propensity to smash open sacred monuments, loot them of everything of value, and generally desecrate sacred places everywhere,
Luton is having a lot of thoughts today.
archaeologists are about as popular with priests as atheists. Mind you, in a world where gods are bad-tempered and damn good shots with a lightning bolt, nobody likes an atheist either.
When you presume, you make a puzz out of you and Ma. Okay. Well, thanks, Malaclips. This achieved nothing.
I'll have to go. The truth is out there.
Trust no one.
Does he usually say the truth is out there?
Yes. Yeah, I said that in the past.
I have some more questions. Ask them.
Questions.
If you must.
I don't necessarily must, but I don't know who else
I
to ask them
understand
to.
there's a temple of Anu Anu at Al-Kali.
Indeed. One of the finest
Oh,
temples
yeah.
on the disc.
Mooncalf
Then
is
why are you
Anu Anu,
here?
isn't he?
Why not worship in your own temple in Al-Kali?
Revengealism.
What's that?
It's where you go out into the community to attempt to convert people to your faith by threatening that something terrible will happen to them if they don't.
Mooncalf wasn't telling me something, but I didn't know what.
Revengealism.
Logical, I suppose, but unsatisfying.
That's this game in a nutshell, ain't it?
Does this pendant mean anything to you?
It is interesting, isn't it? I don't suppose you could be persuaded to donate it to the cult of Anu Anu.
I doubt it.
A shame. That would
Donate
probably be
the
worth 20% of your
Donate the
recommended
bandages.
daily intake of salvation.
Do these bandages mean anything to you?
I prefer to involve myself with more spiritual matters.
Fine.
It's more spiritual than a soiled bandage.
Okay. I don't think that's. Yeah, I think maybe we
Well,
can
I'll
look
be
at
on
the
my
temple
way.
in the
I'm
library.
here should you choose to repent. Did I tell you that we're giving away...
But I think that's something we can save for next time.
Okay.
Let's shove these old bandages in Malaclips's face. And let that be it. Hey, Malaclips, what do you make of these?
What do these bandages mean to you?
It looks like a jelly baby in Mummy's burial wrap.
And the plaster?
Perhaps he's been decorating.
And on that note, thank you all very, very much for coming by today. I've had a delightful time. Thank you, as always, Perrin, for joining me.
Thank you for
This
having
has been
me.
an
It was
absolute delight.
a delight.
Hell yeah. Go check out Perrin if you don't already watch her. And
Don't
if you
do
don't,
it. It's a trap.
No, do it. Don't listen to her. And yeah, I am not 100% sure when I'll be back, but Perrin, you'll probably be streaming tomorrow, yeah? It being a Thursday and all?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Thursday. Yes.
Yeah. Might stream on Friday, I don't know. What do you have plans for? What you doing? Or...
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I finished Metal Gear
Friday,
Solid, so we'll have to see.
Anything's
what I'm in the
possible.
mood for. If I wake up early in the morning again, I might do some Animal Crossing.
Hell yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. Right. Until then, let's see who's around to raid. Whoa,
Twin
my eyes
Peaks
went
in
funny.
30 minutes.
Twin Peaks in 30 minutes. Get ready. Get ready for Dale Cooper. Rob is still going. Let's see if he looks like he's ending anytime soon. Rob's playing Grounded. Yeah, okay. He doesn't look like he's ending anytime soon, so let's raid him.
Cool.
And yeah, see you all on our various channels, but we'll be back next week with more of this. So until then, think about what you could rub plaster encrusted bandages on, and what benefits it might bring you. Bye bye.